TikTok time to rock. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to everyone who's watching from all over the world. Wait, you know what? Hey, I don't want to say good anything to any of you because you're all habitual complainers. Look at this. Look at this nonsense. Look at these evil people. Punctuality be upon him. Weird. Horrible, evil behavior. Look at this. I must be early.
I think such a comments like you need to read them and then pray about it and then act on it, David.
Or I can make fun of everyone and block them. And then what happens?
Well, ideally you want to be here 15 minutes or 14 minutes in advance, right?
Oh, or I can block everybody. Oh yeah, hey, check this out. Someone here put, David, did you see Elon responding to your tweet? Crazy. Yeah, Elon quote tweeted me. That's pretty cool. He's done that before, like once or twice. I don't remember what with, but yeah, today I was just sharing something from one of the grooming gangs reports and so on about how police were involved, and I just said police were part of it. And yeah, Elon quote tweeted that, so that's pretty cool. David, stop whining. Dude, you misspelled it. It's winning. And I will not stop. I will not stop winning. I will not do that. So everyone, yeah, I was a little late. I was kind of preparing clips right before we were going to go live. And then by the time I was setting all this stuff up, we were several more minutes late. Just so you know, that's not on any of these other people. That was me getting clips ready. And I basically only got through a fraction of the footage. I was recording on my cell phone. I have a little microphone I put on top of my cell phone and so on. And then Drake and one of my sons had a camera that they were using to film stuff. And there were people, some of the Muslims at the event, like the Watcher and the guy who's running the thing, who were posting on their channels and so on. And so I was kind of trying to go through a bunch of stuff and got through a fraction of it. And also have lots of clips of like Hatun or Anthony or Drake having a discussion, but the background noise is really terrible. And I can reduce it a little bit just using my video program. But I know Thaddeus has a program where he can like target what he wants to get rid of in the background. So I know I can get better, way like 50 times better audio of some of those clips. So some of those I'm going to hold off on until Thaddeus can remove some more of the background noise and so on. But anyway, got a bunch of clips. But we're going to see. Well, I don't know how long people are going to be interested in the Times Square thing, because more drama always pops up, and so the Times Square might be old news 2 days from now and so on. But anyway, if people still want to see it, we'll go through some clips. But I have a bunch of clips ready for today. You guys want to share any introductory thoughts on your experience of Times Square? Were you? Let's start. Anthony, were you impressed by the argumentation? Were you impressed by the Dawa there at Times Square?
I need to catch myself here a moment. I was shocked to hear you ask if I was impressed by the arguments. I don't know about anybody else, but I wasn't sure there were any arguments. All I saw was a bunch of chest thumping and yelling. And
yes, Islam is very strong.
Yeah. And by the way, good to see you, Royal Sun. My old friend Royal Sun's in here. Yeah, so it was mostly just a show, obviously. I mean, they on the scene, they were acting like this was just a pious activity they were engaged in as part of their religion, which to onlookers was supposed to mean, they're righteous individuals, peaceful individuals, but it was anything but once you scratch a little bit. And of course, as they titled it on their own live streams, I think the Warner's live stream, what did it say? Muslims take over New York or something like that, right? Showing the true agenda. So not much by way of argumentation. It was obviously a show of strength, and I don't think they came off too well at the end of it all.
No, they didn't. And you're right. It is interesting. Like they can actually say, you see, we're taking over Times Square. We're taking over New York. Islam is taking over. And we can say, hey, we're going to go and respond to this. People are like, why? They're just praying. I go, no, they're actually flexing. No, they're not. You racist, Islamophobic, hate-mongering bigot. This is just the convenient location they gathered to pray for. I mean, to pray, some reason. They don't have a mosque. There are no mosques in New York. Come on. But yeah, it's a bunch of chest thumping. Drake. Now you had a rough beginning because the Warner, rolled up on you and you had to take off running.
I was so scared. I was shaking in my boots, if you ask all the Muslims in the comments, of course. You're kind of danged if you do, danged if you don't. If I would have hauled off and hit him, then, look at this hate preacher.
He's violent. They're violent.
Yeah, he's so violent. He needs to be locked up and throw away the key. But, yeah, I mean, it was a lot of what Anthony said, a lot of chest bumping, a lot of just no arguments. I mean, there was one guy, and I don't think we had that on footage, but he's like, you wouldn't be doing this if this was in prison. And I'm just like, dude, first of all, we're not in prison. And then I thought about it, and I was like, wait a second, I'm with David Wood. This is exactly what he'd be doing.
And Anthony.
Right, exactly.
Anthony has been to prison and he, to this day, does prison ministry. But yeah, I spent years in prison, and I guarantee you, matter of fact, I was significantly more of a jerk in prison sometimes than I am out here. I'm not even kidding. I actually got run out of one prison I was in. Muslims were complaining, and it was along the lines of, if you don't get rid of this guy, something's going to happen to him. And they actually moved me. And keep in mind, this was like early on, and I wasn't even interested in it. I was just friends. I was friends with the imam. We were weightlifting buddies for a while. And then, like, as he was saying stuff, it's kind of like a smaller version of what happened with Nabil. When I was, friends with Nabil for years, he'd give me some argument. I didn't know a lot, so I would go look it up, and then I'd be looking through the sources, and then I'd come back and respond, and so on. And this went on for years. But in prison, it went on for a couple months. I was friends with the imam, and he would be telling me stuff, and they'd be giving me tracts and pamphlets and stuff, and I'll go look this stuff up. And I'm like, what? Song of Solomon 5:16. Are you joking? Look, I got it right here. Look, that's what the Hebrew is, buddy. And here's all the other places that it's used in the Hebrew. Is this a good argument and so on? The imam, to his credit, I mean, he was an inmate, but he's their imam. But to his credit, when I would point out just like blatantly false, factually incorrect things in their pamphlets, he would pull those pamphlets. He would stop. They would stop handing those things out and so on. But yeah, they started getting more aggressive, not towards me. They started getting aggressive towards some of the other Christians. And so I, started, I wasn't threatening them or anything, but I made it clear what I thought of their God. It's exactly the same as like today. Like, you guys are getting violent and aggressive. I get, I'll take it out on your prophet and your stupid book and so on. And of course they went and cried to the warden.
Right. And we kind of see that. We see that exact thing happening. Like, they threaten to do things. They threaten us with violence. We respond, and what do?
Run to cops.
Run to the police.
Run to police. Keep in mind, that was my first impression of Islam, was them thugging out. They would like surround one of the Christians on, like out on the rec field and stuff like that. And as soon as someone like wouldn't go along with it and starts pushing back, like I went right into the middle of their little service and stuff like that, and just sat down. And I just sat there, just walked in there and sat down and stuff like that. But then they start whining and warden, will you protect us? COs, will you protect us from this guy? And I'm like, wait, you were the guys thugging out, just reacting to it, and then you run and claim to be victims to the cops and so on. And that's in a place where you're not supposed to be run into police and so on. Matter of fact, there was a cool, I've mentioned this before in some other live stream, but there was this cool thing where I'll go ahead. I'll be short, but I'm only telling this because it really it does tie in. I mean, as Drake was just pointing, it ties into what we see from them now. But anyway, there was the Christian bulletin board. Each of the major groups had their own like bulletin board in the cafeteria, and the Christians had the coolest one because it was right beside. Everyone had to stand while you're standing in the chow line. We got the bulletin board right by where everyone has to stand, waiting on their food. So we got the bulletin board there, and Satterwhite, he was the leader. He was kind of the leader of the Christians, and he had the key. Ours was encased in like plexiglass and stuff like that, so people couldn't rip our stuff down. But Satterwhite, who was former Nation of Islam, he posted a piece of paper. It was this big. It was this big, and it just said, there are many false paths, and he just put like Jehovah's Witnesses, Islam, blah, 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 and he put that on there and just posted a tiny little thing. All the Muslims got together and surrounded him when he was out on the rec field and stuff like that. And they're like, hey, you're going to leave that up there? And if not, I mean, if you do, there's going to be some problems here, man, going to be some problems and stuff. And Satterwhite took it down. It wasn't backing down. It's like, okay, I don't want to be responsible for causing some fight or something like this. So he told me that they surrounded him and stuff. And so I was like, well, just put me in charge of the bulletin board. Just put me in charge of the bulletin board. And then when they come to you again to complain, you tell them I'm in charge of the bulletin board, right? So he said, okay. And so I made this giant serpent head, right? The giant serpent head. He was coming out of the side of the bulletin board. I've still got it somewhere in some, like, because I kept my stuff from prison, so I still got it. But it was a serpent, and he had like the hypnotic eyes and stuff like this and these big fangs. And I had him, he was saying, hiss, Jesus was just a prophet. Trust me, right? So that's sitting there, and I put that in the bulletin board. And these so the Muslims went to Satterwhite because Satterwhite comes up to me the next day and he goes, yeah, they came up to me on the ball field again. I was like, oh, you tell him it was me? He goes, yeah, I told him it was you. I was like, okay. So I'm sitting there walking around. Then I'm just walking around the ball field and I'm like, why aren't they rolling up on me, man? Why aren't they rolling up on me? It was a weird situation. It wasn't because they were scared of me or something like that. It was because since I had been friends with the imam for a couple months as we're having discussions, he had told them, stay away from me. Not like for my safety. He was telling them like, don't go around this dude because he's going to like shake your faith or something like that. So that's what he meant. He's like, so he's telling the Muslims, stay away from that guy. Don't go near that guy. Because, I would have argued with him. So anyway, but I don't know this. I didn't find that out till later. I'm just, what the heck, man? I'm walking around this ball field all day waiting for these guys to pull up on me. No one is pulling up on me. Anyway, then I get called into it was either the warden or the assistant warden, but I get called in there. And he orders me to take down the the giant serpent, Zach the Serpent, right? I named him Zach the Serpent. So he makes me take this thing down. And so the next day, I went ahead and made this big sign, and it said, members of a certain religious group complained to the warden about our character, Zach the Serpent. Anthony, are people supposed to know you don't run to the warden about what another inmate's doing? People supposed to know that?
I think that's a no-brainer, right?
Yeah. So I make a big sign. I said, members of a certain religious group were upset about our character, Zach the Serpent. This is understandable. What's not understandable is actually going to the administration and complaining about what another inmate is doing. So I put a big sign up there, right? And I basically called them all snitches. Turns out, I heard the news from various floors there in the prison, but it was like the younger guys who were complaining, and then they're going up to the older convicts, the old heads and so on, and they're saying, and this guy's calling us all snitches, and he's telling us blah blah blah. The older Muslim inmates are going, nah, he's right. He's completely right. You are not supposed to be going to the warden about this stuff, man. So it's funny. The older inmates who are Muslims are actually agreeing with me that these guys should not have been complaining to the warden and stuff. Anyway, yeah, we were just going back and forth for a little while, and then some of them complained that told the warden that I would get hurt if he didn't do something about me, and so. Yep, exact same scenario today. These guys, we're going to conquer you. We're going to humiliate you. Islam will rule the world. And you say one word in response, and please, will you protect us from these guys criticizing us?
So, because I've been out there a few times with Logic, right? And supposedly those guys are out there every week. The people who held the prayer, but they're out there like Dawa tables at Times Square. But every time we go out there, of course, we plan it. It's set ahead of time, those guys are never to be found. So I got a chance to talk to the guy who's yelling over the microphone on how, they can't stand America, but they want to pray in our Times Square in New York. And so I got a chance to talk to him. And I basically just was like, hey, listen, when are you going to, when we come out here, when are you going to have a conversation with God Logic? And he's like, oh, I'm never going to have a conversation with him. I'm not giving him the views. And I'm like, well,
It's funny how that's our excuse, right?
yeah, for one, we don't need you for views. And for two, if you're going to make that argument, I just put it back to him. Well, I guess you use your children for views. Because if you go to this guy SK or SQ's page, every other video on his Instagram or his TikTok or is about his children. So if he's going to make that type of line of argument, I'll just use it back on him. He didn't like that very much.
And if he thought he could do well, why would he be worried about?
Yeah, wouldn't you want tons of views if you were actually winning?
Just a quick question, practical question. Brother, how did you come to conclusion that those two girls were his kids, not wives?
I'm making assumptions, Hatun. I'm sorry. Maybe you had previous knowledge.
Okay.
Well, he's using his wives then.
I wasn't sure, so I just wanted to check that.
Yeah, we might want to look into that actually.
Yeah. Hey, it's funny when I mentioned snitches, someone said, was one of them called Malik? It's like, no, just so everyone knows, Malik would have had. These guys snitched in a certain situation, but none of them were snitches like Malik. Malik would have been in protective custody very quickly in actual prison. Were you saying anything?
Well, I was just saying. So I don't know if everybody knows some of the back story on all this. So as soon as we got there, nothing had happened. There was no indication of what we were going to do or anything. Obviously, some of us have familiar faces, and Hatun is easily recognized. You're easily recognized. But I don't even know. You were there before you took a temporary little excursion. While you were gone, the Muslim guys setting up everything before the massive Muslim, well, I say massive, there several hundred Muslims showed up eventually, but already they sent the police over to us to tell us we couldn't use the speakers that Hatun had brought. And those speakers were hardly, competitive with what the speakers they had. And we weren't using them at that time. And, so they were already maneuvering and getting the police to do certain things. And then, or actually the first thing they did was they came over to us and they told us we were not allowed to be standing where we were. We had to move further away. And then they came up to us again. And in both instances, it was because the Muslims had already gone to the police telling them to curb our activity.
They are quick. They are quick to run to cops, man. Isn't that amazing?
And when the cop came up to us about the speaker, we were 15 to 20 feet away from that area. It's just...
Isn't that crazy? No, everyone has to just listen to these guys. No one can listen to anything else here in Times Square. Pretty darn creepy. Hatun, why don't you give your overall thoughts on this before we jump into some clips? Got a lot of clips, guys. A lot of clips we're going to check out.
It was my first time in New York. Times Square is awesome. You've got lots of people, great opportunities to preach the gospel. You are not dependent on anyone. You don't need like cars. You can just take underground and bus. In that sense, it was very practical. And it was, I don't know why Anthony kind of questioning, I can't remember any argument if there was any. I find it was very educational for me. It reminded me how it's very important for Muslims to go back to time of Muhammad and then do the same thing. In that sense, it was awesome. Muhammad couldn't produce any arguments, so it was the same thing. Muslims were simply practicing it. I was very encouraged to see power of prayer in Times Square when Muslims go and then do their prayer, when they leave that prayer, outcome of that prayer is amazing, right? The language they use, I had to Google certain words,
Oh,
and it was very disturbing. But so you go and then pray to Allah, you are coming close to Allah, and alongside of it, what you do, all your moral level changes. So there were lots of words, let's say I heard instead of I learned. I am hoping that the words I Googled, I will never remember them. In that sense, it was amazing. And it was amazing that half Muslims are, while meeting there, it was very similar to Speaker's Corner. So years back, police decided that Christians are not going to do carol singing during the Christmas, because apparently that goes under religious activities and we were not allowed to do so. And then we point out, well, Muslims are taking over Speaker's Corner and then they are doing their prayers. Police kind of tried to stop them and then they were not successful at all. In that, we figured out actually Muslims shouldn't even be allowed to pray on the roads, on the public places, especially on the dirty places. So it was amazing to see, while Muslims are trying to kind of come close to Allah during the Ramadan, blocking the roads, dirty roads, and doing their prayer. And I think we also picked up that their direction of the prayer was wrong, but we let that go. And another interesting thing I learned is the priorities during the Ramadan. I think I will make video about it. I forgot to see. So priorities during the Ramadan is not only going to the police and then begging them to stop the others, and finding ways to not debate with people who are asking questions about your faith, but turning up the Ramadan prayer in the intention of lust and marrying on the streets. And I don't think any of us has any doubt that marriage was only McDonald's meal or iftar meal, story of it. So in that sense, it was very interesting seeing people's priority. That means that Muslims were, after their prayer, they had a street nikah on the streets.
Yeah, I've got the clip. I've got the clip of you saying that there. I don't think I have it here, but I definitely have the clip.
Yeah, it was like, and
that would be if you wanted to make a video. If you wanted to make a video out of that, I can send it to Thaddeus, and he can cut out a good part of the background music so that you sound nice and clear.
I'll figure out. Yeah, so it's like interesting, and the woman who is being married off is not covered woman. So yeah, McDonald's nikahs are taking place in the Times Square. In that sense, it's like I'm saying, it was like learning experience. I never been to, kind of as a Christian, I never been to Muslim nikah. In that sense, it was educational, but it was very disturbing. Like, who goes to Easter service and then leaves the service like, oh, I'm getting married, let's marry here. Like, anyway, lots of muta was happening. And it was interesting also to see how the man who had 9 marriages for short terms and then spends all of his life watching, not all of his life, but most of his life watching people are having sex in the bedrooms, was there, and he did great Dawa. I was so convinced. Like, I remember, I'm sure all of you remember, you were holding me back so that I don't take my shahada, right?
Yeah, that was pretty rough.
Yeah, it was one of those moments.
Hatun was overwhelmed by the power of the Dawa, but no, it was interesting in that they always arrange people based on how important they are, and so they have like the Warner and Sneeko and stuff up in front, all the guys who are going on the Dawa trips, and how did Malik describe it? Smashing hoes, running train, all that stuff. we're actually going to review what Malik exposed about these guys, but they're like front and center. It's like we want these guys front and center, and then of course then you have all the regular Muslim men. It goes way, 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 way back, and then all the way, 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 way in back, you've got the women. But I've got a video clip of that. Interesting stuff. So we're about to we're going to go through some clips, ladies and gentlemen, and let's go through these first super chats real quick, and then we will check out. Well, we're going to have to deal with the Warner first, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have some clips dealing with the Warner,
and that only got better for those that watched Jai's channel the other day.
Super sticker from Ida, thank you. Mike Winger would win gold in every Olympic sport. Yeah, if the entire Olympics were about being a total dork. Zut, we have here. TikTok late to rock. Lol, did we expect anything less? Let's see. Judas is I scare not. Okay, remember to block you later. Heard the Warner was Illuminati zut hunting. Yeah, that's the real reason he was there. That goat is almost as long as the night of the zut. Yep. We love you, Hatun. Oh, hey, guys. Ali Dawa, you wrong, David. It's Times Circle, yeah. Times Square, Times Circle. Imagine a bunch of wingalings in Times Square. That would be really bad.
Nightmare.
Hi, D Wood. William Albright mopped the floor, a Muslim by the name of Nabil, on his stream yesterday, and he said that you were going to debate him. Also, if that's the case, will you mop the floor with him?
He's talking about Nadir. I highly doubt you're planning.
Oh, Nadir?
Are you?
No. No. Every debate with Nadir is like half the debate is him changing the topic and talking about whatever he really wants to talk about, and then the other half is him challenging you to future debates and saying you're running from him.
Then doing a very poor job at being facetious, so bad that most people think it's real, right? Remember the time when he went on for 5 minutes acting like he was conceding to you that the Quran teaches violence, and people kept clipping it because they thought he was being forthright.
Yeah. And then I was in a future
hilarious
debate with him like over a decade later or something like that. And then he goes in his opening statement, he starts talking about, and that clip from years ago, that was not me conceding. That was this. It's like, this is who wants to talk to this guy? And it's a situation where, okay, if he if he just wants to derail everything and then say everyone's running from him, that's one thing. But you combine that with the fact that he has no fans or no following. It's like you destroy him and other Muslims go, we don't care. Who cares? Who cares? He's not our guy. So anyway, it's like pointless. It's all pointless. But we have Mosh here. He says, David, I want to see Hatun laugh. Put the fraud video.
The fraud video.
What is it with these people? Like, they don't even concern that this little Joy doesn't have a place to go.
Yeah.
Like, priorities, people, priorities.
Yeah, Anthony, it turns out we found out what the most hilarious thing in the universe is to Hatun. When you show videos about Somali Muslims in Minnesota scamming the government out of billions of dollars, she thinks that is the most hilarious thing in the universe. Like, look at her, just thinking about when we were going about that clip, she's like dying laughing. She thinks it's hilarious. Like all these white people just we can't object. We can't object.
These stupid Americans. Oh man, anyway.
We got David, be careful. I heard the Warner thinks you might be in the Illuminati. Yeah, apparently that's why he was there. As a Christian, I'm so disappointed in David that he had Muslims bowing before him and he wasn't even dressed as Allah's shin. Shame. Yeah, I might have to fix that. Senor Sagara, I've solved the Islamic dilemma. Become a Christian and follow Jesus. No more dilemma. This is the proof. No zoot. That's powerful. Powerful point. Has Guru Rajneesh joined team? Hey, Warrior Hatun. Nope, not that I know of. Where are the streams with AP? Is he a wingaling now? No. AP taking a little break. Hatun, Mrs. Flip, and I've been leering about you. If only all Christians were as bold as you. You set are a lion and pretty base too. Sup, fellas?
Well, we notice what happens when people go to the learning centers. So stay away from me. That's the basic idea
Yeah.
in here.
Yeah, they go to the leering centers, and then we have to try to make sense out of what they're saying in Times Square, and that's how it goes. Good to see Hatun, Drake, and Anthony. Oh, hi, Mike Winger. Ha, ha, ha. Funny, funny. Oh, so funny, Mike Winger. Ha, ha, ha. Prove to me by Holy Quran isn't part sequence of Bible. Yeah, it's definitely not part of the sequence. All right, we ready to start checking out some clips, guys?
We are ready.
All right, so
That's right.
this is I got the clip of him, whoever the guy, what is it, T what?
Wait, SQ?
SQ, okay, I knew it was some initials. SQ. Okay.
T-Dog.
So SQ, you were pointing out, Anthony, that you guys weren't even doing anything. Then he started talking about you guys, and then you said something. So anyway, that's like the prologue to the incident with the Warner. So I found the clip where he mentions you guys over there. So I wasn't here. So everyone knows, I wasn't there yet. I'd been here a little earlier, then we went off to grab some hats and stuff, my son and I.
Yeah.
But anyway, here's a clip.
So
What?
so basically it's they did all that stuff with the police trying to push us aside and inhibit us from talking, and then he decided to be brilliant and give us a open door to really engage him.
Right.
So he started it. They drew first blood, not us. They drew first blood. Here we go.
Any last comments for us?
Oh, I also like, you can watch this clip when it's media interviewing him out there. He's like, well, yeah, we're just gathered together for, just to live in harmony and peace with the entire world, because that's what Islam's all about. That's how he acts. And then he could just flip a switch and, yeah, you Christians, come over here so I can slap you in your faces, blah, blah, blah. But that's how he rolls, like double life. And any reporter can just see it, and they don't care. Anyway, let's go ahead and check this out. So I got this is the very end of his little interview out there.
Last comments for us in the media here?
Yeah, thank you for coming out. I appreciate
Thank
you
you.
guys. I know it's cold, I know it's rainy, but it's all love. I appreciate you guys covering the
all
in
love.
Times Square.
What's that, Hatun?
He's lying. It wasn't raining.
Pouring rain.
He is.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
See, super nice.
Thank you.
Super nice
Thank
guy.
you. Okay, let me just
He
get
must
on
have
this
been,
right now.
feeling Warner's tears.
Yeah.
That was Warner's tears he thought was the rain.
Sammy, brother. Say mashallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam.
Oh, subhanallah. You're going to do me like that? Mm-hmm. New York City, you're going to do me like that?
Yes.
I seen some people over here to come spread hate all the way from the UK. They done took a flight, bro. They done got a visa, bro. And you're going to do me like that? I'm from...
Here, he used you guys as an example of people who actually care, right? He's like, you guys, what? That's the reaction I get? I'm getting more of a reaction from these guys. These guys actually traveled here. You guys just, yeah, like a Muslim, I guess. What the heck? You gonna do me like that? Here, let me back it up a little.
So he's obviously identifying our group by Hatun, right? He says
Yep.
all the way from the UK.
Yep.
So we're his targets.
Yeah, and it's just interesting mentioning Allah, Islam, any of that stuff is not going to get this crowd excited. But finding out, Hatun's over there, this will get them excited. Then I'll start being able to get a reaction from this crowd. Watch, let's see.
Say mashallah. Assalamu alaikum. Oh, subhanallah. You're going to do me like that?
Yes, they are.
New York City, you're going to do me like that? Mm-hmm. I seen some people over here to come spread hate all the way from the UK.
We're here to take over New York. We're not here to spread hate.
Well, I believe he is misrepresenting me there. I want to express how much I am hurt. I'm hurt so badly. I don't know what is the word for it. But anyway, I just wanted to make a point. So at this stage, we were talking about where are all those Muslims? Why there are only handful Muslims in here? right? At the beginning, Muslims are like, crowd was much more than Muslims who came there to do their prayer.
At
That's
first. Yeah.
point one. Maybe that's the reason, like, people are just like, you know, they are hungry, they haven't had sex all day, they haven't drunk any water. Yeah, they don't have an energy. All they can do is just sit down and then wait. So what is he expecting? Like, belly dancers to turn around for prepare for the wedding? Like, something
Yeah, this
strange.
wasn't one of Watcher's clubs, right? They're
Yeah.
on this.
Yeah, they expected to be like the after party.
Yeah, it's not there yet. So there were concern regarding the numbers. And he says those people are coming from UK to spread hate. How can I spread hate? UK is like Republic Islamic of England now. Are you telling me Muslims in England are feeding non-Muslims with hate? And every non-Muslim who travels from UK are like passing that around? Come on, you can't say your Muslim brothers are the source of hate. That's like very, very heartbreaking.
Very, very rude. Very rude. Let's see him whine some more. Let's see.
Took a flight, bro. They done got a visa, bro. And you're gonna do me like that? I'm from here, I'm from the Bronx. You're gonna do me like that? Let's try this one more time. Assalamu alaikum.
See, he knew that he had to use us to get a
Without-
reaction out of these guys.
I'm wondering if they could.
silence.
I'm wondering if they could hear me over here, just because that's the direction I was yelling in.
Oh, they could.
Interesting.
The ones who are on your side could definitely hear you because you were right beside them. Now, let's see. I don't think his mic will pick it up.
We're getting active. You felt that? New York City, did you feel that?
Yeah, we're feeling it, man.
I felt that. I got the chills. I felt the chills. Alhamdulillah, mashallah, barakallah.
cold.
And you know what the crazy part is? Y'all haven't
He said, I got the chills. Drake said, because it's cold.
even eaten, and you're this live already. Wait until you get some food in your system, inshallah. It's going to be fire. Listen up. We're setting up everything right now, inshallah. We're going to invite you to grab your foods. Not yet. Relax. Sit down. All right? Take it easy. Once it's time, inshallah, I'm going to invite you to come and grab your food. We have some excellent food for you guys.
I just want to point out, we already saw where he draws attention. Like, that's literally how he starts the event, by drawing attention to you guys out there. Then he starts just talking about delicious food and how delicious all the food is and how important the food is. And it's like, this is your month of fasting? And all you're talking about is food. Sex, food, sex, food.
Well, I was told food was a little bit salty. So I don't think it was that good, but that's how he sold it.
I know you
What?
came here for food and to threaten to kill these Christians, but we're going to pray a little bit afterwards.
Yeah, we're going to pray too. We're going to shove a bunch of food in our faces.
Brother, you missed something very important. They didn't come only for food and kill Christians or take over Times Square. Food,
Muta.
and then before they go to bed, they are in Times Square. All the people who are sitting in the front, they are the ones who are running train stuff. So before killing, they've got to do certain things, and then
Yes.
They got to run trains.
Yeah, and then killing.
I'm sorry.
Excellent
Watch this.
food. Mashallah, barakallah.
Food,
I'm
food,
talking about some chicken.
Chicken.
Yes. Halal. Zabiha. Hand slaughtered for the sake of Allah, I promise you. Fresh food. Alhamdulillah.
Food.
And the rice.
Oh, the rice.
Don't even get me started on the rice.
The rice, the food, the rice. This is, we gather for prayer. Food. This is the month where we abstain. It's about learning discipline. Food. The rice, the chicken, the food, the sex, the sex.
Brothers and sisters, the rice. Alhamdulillah. You're just going to be eating with the sunnah. You're not going to even want a fork, spoon. You're going to be showing New York City how you
You're
eat.
just going to shove food in your faces like we do during Ramadan. You're just going to be shoveling it in your face. You're not even going to grab a fork. You're just going
I can confirm. Remember, because we said they had 2,000 plates or something like that, and the owner ate 1,000.
Yeah.
The Muslims actually put a bunch of it on a table, and they just lifted the table up, and it just slid right down the Warner's throat. So he had about 1,000 boxes of food that night.
One second.
I was a witness.
Where'd this go? Hang on. Here you go. Chicken? I didn't know they invited Sheikh Uthman.
That ain't right.
Chicken. All right, let's see if they're done talking about food finally.
Fingers, alhamdulillah, all right? So listen up. Right now, I know there's a lot of brothers over there. Shout out to my brother, the Warner, right over there giving Dawa. Yo, make some noise for the brother Warner right now, baby. MashaAllah.
Giving
Yeah.
Dawa. Wait till they see what he's calling Dawa.
The Warner. We're gonna look into a bit more information about the Warner here in a second. But this is just to give you the context, guys, because you can hear that stuff going on as the Warner's over there, like trying to thug out on everybody. But that's Dawa. Dawa for him. I'm gonna beat these guys up. I'm gonna beat them up. I'm so strong. Watch.
Yeah. I don't know about Anthony, but I was wondering how I missed this food, the rice, the chicken, but I just realized we were being threatened to be murdered at that point. So we were too busy, running away from the Warner.
You mean you were too busy to hear the Dawa they were doing on you?
Exactly.
Here we have Charlie T says, I think halal food turns you into a weak victim. Warner and company are perfect examples. Yeah, it does. That's a good point. Hang on. There was another. Hang on. Where'd it go? Hang on. A couple comments real quick. Zut. That's apparently just a comment now. Not going to lie, I could eat some nice New York City chicken over rice right now. Yeah. Here, hang on. Warner, you going to do me like that? The Illuminati, you asked for it. This guy was going, you going to do me like that? You going to do me like that? The Illuminati, yep, you asked for it. David, it's called Ram It Down. Gosh, get it right. Yep, Ram It Down month, ladies and gentlemen. But here we go.
Oh, don't scare them, brothers. Relax. They're over here on purpose to be like, oh my God. Who's seen those videos where they're like, oh my God, the Muslims are taking over New York City? You seen those? You seen those? Let them know that we are taking over New York City. Oh my God. Brothers, come on now, please. Oh my God. Take it easy. Let me show you something. You see, there's going to be people who come over here to protest. And all they can do is just scream from the corners. But this is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed us. So let's show them how it's done really quick. I want you to come from your heart.
You know what?
Guys, it's 5 hours of this. Anyway, sorry. What was that?
I was just thinking of something. As soon as they take over New York City, we'll just put some goats right across the line in New Jersey and some rice, and they'll leave. They'll leave, and they won't take. They will go over and take over New Jersey.
Especially in Ramadan.
I wanted to do clarification at this stage. So he's saying they are shouting from the side. What is the reason for that? Because you went to the police. They went to those kafirs and then asked those kafirs to shut us down.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, two things, right? They went to the police to get us to be quiet. And then he said something on the mic
and starts calling you out,
which is like saying, "Hey guys, let's go back and forth."
Yeah. So guys, this is what's going on at the event, and then you'll see what's going on over by Hatun and Anthony and Drake here in a second.
Repeat after me.
Yeah, bro, we here.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Say Bismillah if you're ready.
Bismillah.
New York City, I said, say Bismillah if you're ready.
Bismillah.
La ilaha illallah.
La ilaha illallah.
Muhammad Rasulullah.
Muhammad Rasulullah.
Okay, now I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
Here we go.
It's haram in Islam to lie. We don't lie.
Watch this. It's haram in Islam to lie. Watch this. Here we go.
We don't lie. I know they learned their stuff from apologists and all that stuff. We don't lie. We don't need to lie. I'll tell you straight to the truth. That was kind of weak.
There we go. He's telling you the truth. That was kind of weak. What was amazing, he said they don't lie. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah,
One,
that was a lie.
Islam tells you can lie for all kinds of reasons. 2, you are the biggest bunch of liars I've ever seen in my life. And I spent years in prison. I've never seen anyone who lies as frequently and with as little concern of consequences as Dawa guys. Biggest bunch of liars the world has ever seen. And then, I mean, all your Dawa guys, I mean, they show that. They show that by their... like they openly admit it. I mean, we've got Muhammad Hijab saying, yeah, of course you can lie to your wife if you want a secret second wife, third wife, fourth wife, whatever. Of course you can lie. Of course you can lie. And Ali Dawa goes, white lie? And he goes, black lie. You can lie all you want. So him on stage, does he know all that? Of course he does. And he's lying. So he's literally lying about claiming they don't lie. What a liar. But he did speak the truth. That was kind of weak. All right, guys, you ready to jump into?
They didn't get the rice yet. They just need that rice and chicken, and they're going to be.
Yeah, man, give them the rice first, then have them scream and stuff. I mean, think they've been sleeping all day, man. You know how hard that is. They just gorge themselves. They gorged themselves right before breakfast, then slept all day, and you're trying to wake them up. Give them a couple minutes to adapt, man.
Just wanted to point out something. So this is the beginning of the show, and. How many minutes? There were easily 2 minutes, right? Mm-hmm. So what did we hear about Allah? What did we hear about meaning of Ramadan? Nothing. So far, nothing. Food, more food, more food, more food.
Yeah. Food, Islamophobes, food, Islamophobes, food.
Like at this stage, you should be kind of summarizing why everyone is there. Why are you doing Buddha? All those very basics, right? Mm-hmm. But no.
Good point about priorities. I mean, that's how he started off. Had to instantly point to you guys. And then to food. You guys, food. You guys, food. What's this about? Allah? What's an Allah? I don't know. What's a debate?
He did point out that they were weak, but he talked about us right before. So he must have been like, look at those people over there. They're so strong. And you guys, this is ridiculous. This is weak.
Yep. But just to show that he's wrong, there is someone who's very strong. We will show this powerful clip of the warner humiliating the kuffar and running everyone off, sending everyone running back to wherever they came from. Here we go.
Yes, sir. New York City, you gonna do me like that? I seen some people over here to come.
Hear it. So this is, we played what's going on over there, and here's right beside it. You'll see, guys.
Spread of hate all the way from the UK. They done took a flight, bro. They done got a visa, bro. And you're gonna do me like that? I'm from here, I'm from the Bronx. You're gonna do me like that? Let's try this one more time.
You can hear Hatun there. Muhammad is false prophet. Like, he started it. That dude started it.
Yeah, his face,
Back it up.
he sees it, then he gets distracted.
Mm-hmm.
Got a visa, bro. And
he's thinking about the rice.
Yeah, gotta get the rice.
you're gonna do me like that? I'm from here, I'm from the Bronx. You're gonna do me like that? Let's try this one more time. Assalamu alaikum. Jesus is Lord.
Can hear Anthony there. Jesus is Lord. Here you go.
You felt that?
Well, what's up, man? How you doing, man? You good?
Did you feel that?
What's your name?
There's Anthony, guys. You see Anthony putting his nose into things, even though no one said anything about him. Oh, wait, they did. Oh, sorry.
Al-Haji Muhammad Danfa.
Nice to meet you, bro.
I follow you like more than 5 years ago, wallahi al-azim. But I never see you in person, and today I was at work. I was like,
what are you trying to tell them?
Jesus is Lord!
Who's not yet? Relax, sit down.
Hey, are you that intimidated?
Take it easy.
Yo.
Oh, say, okay, guys, so you have two camera angles here, both on the same screen lined up, and then you have the Warner, and you'll notice, see, Anthony has his back turned to him. And that apparently got the Warner excited. You'll see why here. You'll see why
like
here
a
very
magnet.
shortly. Yeah, that's like a magnet for the Warner. Yep.
Next time I'll have to carry around a baseball bat so I can beat them off you, Anthony, when you turn around.
Yeah, I mean, no, just think about this, right?
But
Anthony doesn't say anything right there.
Vest, I'm going to have like something around my waist, so My backside is protected.
Chastity belt for men. I don't know. Yeah. So look, Anthony's just looking over there, and then the Warner sneaks up behind him. Why do you feel intimidated? Watch it.
Hey, are you that intimidated?
Take it easy.
Yo, are you that intimidated?
Sorry, what?
Are you that intimidated? You gotta say something?
That man just addressed us on
What
the
you
mic.
doing?
Excellent.
Catch that? Are you that intimidated? What does he mean? In what way has Anthony shown any indication that he's intimidated? All he did was yell, "Jesus is Lord," in response to that guy addressing them. Anthony points out, "What are you talking about? That guy just talked to us, and we said something back. Are you intimidated?"
And there's hundreds of Muslims over there. I mean, I don't remember exactly what stage this was, how many were there, but at some point there's certainly hundreds. And you know, he's saying, "What are you are you intimidated?" I'm thinking, in my head, I'm thinking, "What is this guy talking about? How am I intimidated if I'm responding to a guy on the mic who's being responded to by hundreds of other Muslims?" I just I don't think he's their sharpest.
No, he's an idiot. He's like their biggest idiot. And according to his friend for years, Malik, he's the fakest of all of these guys. And that's saying a lot, because Malik says they're all fake, and he says the Warner is the hands down absolute fakest. And I've got proof apart from what Malik has said. I've got additional proof, because we got the video footage of him being a total fake on camera at this event. We'll see how, but let's check this out.
Yo, are you that intimidated?
Sorry, what?
Are you that intimidated? You gotta say something?
That man just addressed us on
What
the
you
mic.
doing?
Excellent.
That man just addressed
Why'd you
us
step
on
up
the
like
mic.
that? You wanna do something?
Whoa, hey,
You wanna do something?
Hey, what are you getting all frisky for?
Anthony said, "What are you getting all frisky for?" We know why. He's the watcher, man. Back up. Well, look. So, guys, here on screen. Yeah, here on screen. So that's the Warner on the left. That's Anthony on the right. And that's Drake stepped up beside him when he saw the Warner trying to thug out on everybody here. Let's see.
I promise my smile is not because of Anthony's comment.
Huh?
I said I promise my smile, because you see it right after you say that, I smile, but it's really because he's coming towards me, and I'm like, all right, this is, it's about to get real.
That man just addressed
Why'd you
us
step
on
up
the
like
mic.
that? You wanna do something?
Whoa, hey,
You wanna do something?
Hey, what are you getting all frisky for?
Yeah, don't step up to me like that. Don't step up to me like that. Oh, you're gonna get hurt. Yeah, don't step up to me like that. You gonna get hurt, little boy.
Yeah, you can hear Drake going, "Meet me in the ring, meet me in the ring, meet me." Look at the comments on his video clip. "Oh, you're so strong. They were so scared of you. They were all trembling." It's like, what fantasy land do you guys live in, man?
I remember in the past, David, you expressed that you went to gym, right? So,
Yep.
someone who goes to gym, like does exercise, wouldn't grow, would be in better shape than you would say, "Oh yeah, I can hurt by this person." But in here, the Warner or the watcher, I can, even from distance, I can see his boobs, and then I can see his one big one pack. It's not even like six pack.
It's called a keg. It's called a keg.
Yeah, I was going to say, if I didn't know what Islamic fasting actually involved, I'd think this guy missed the last 5 years worth of fasting. But we all know that Islamic fasting isn't, fasting.
Yeah.
And this is before he ate 2,000 plates.
Yeah, catch him at the end of Ramadan. End of Ramadan, he's going to be like 700 pounds. Watch.
That's right.
It's guaranteed. Watch.
Meet me in the ring.
Oh, you're gonna get hurt. Yeah, don't step up to me like that. You gonna get hurt, little boy.
Calm down.
You got cops pushing you away there, Drake. Cops jumped in.
Just got all excited.
Look,
Hantoon grabs me and she gets out in front. You kind of grabs me a little bit.
That's how we roll.
mm-hmm.
This is the police officer who came to us. Apparently Muslims complained to him. He came to us and then he told us we cannot use sound. We can't use speaker. We need permission, not from anyone, but permission from him. And our permission needed to be 30 days in advance. So that's the same police officer. I just wanted to point that out.
And as me and Anthony noted, like, they started to grab us. They came up initially grabbing us. I mean, you can't, and we're like, this dude's the one that's excited.
Yeah, and it's amazing. I mean, yeah, he's the one who's thugging out, and yeah, police come up to, and watch what the police officer. He starts siding with him.
This dude just got all excited.
Brother, look at me. Yo, take it easy.
Hey, I don't even understand why this dude's mad. What are you mad at? Hey.
Make some noise for the water right now, baby.
Catch that, guys?
Look at his thumb.
Yep. That's him doing the sort of right there to Drake. Let me back up slightly.
And he's going to interpret it for us too in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
See that?
I think that was the moment all of us thought, yeah, we want to become a Muslim. We are so convinced from all the arguments.
Yeah, and that guy's over there praising him for his Dawa. The Warner's over here going like this, I'm fucking out, I'm so strong. And they're, shout out to the Warner for all his powerful Dawa.
Look at the face of the officers. Like, after this signal, officers are just like, let's get on with my day.
We don't want to do the paperwork.
Yeah, we don't have to do the paperwork. It would be Islamophobic to think that this is a problem.
People in the chat are saying, shame on the cops. Wait till they see. I mean, that's, at this point, it's only the beginning of, bad signs. The cop's going to really show his cards here in a moment.
That's right.
Look at Drake. Ultimate stare down. Look at this. He's looking right at Drake, doing this, and Drake's sitting there, cold as ice. Cold as ice. Look at that. Look at that. That's a good. You got a good stare. You got a good stare down, man.
Their
whole goal is to make you go wild.
You hear this? Their whole goal is to stop this beautiful event. We already did our part. We made them get rid of their sound system. So just don't fall for that. Watch this guy.
Their whole goal is to make you go wild. All right, don't give them the satisfaction, please. All right, all right. You're here for prayer. Do what you need to do. All right, but they're professionals. They know how to hook people. So do me a favor and take your just be calm.
This is very upsetting.
I understand.
Do you hear him talking when he's talking to them? This is very upsetting. My feelings are very hurt. I'm the Warner. Listen to him. It's very upsetting.
Right. And first of all, the cop must have been listening to the Muslims the whole time, because how in the world would he know any of that and to be true at all? So they were running to him the whole time. And it is interesting that you go from doing a throat slit because you think that you're going to scare somebody to now you're very upset and you're crying to the police because of my stare down that intellectually graped your mind, in Muhammad Hijab's words.
Professional victim card.
That's right.
If the police officer is not Muslim, he intentionally and willingly fall into it. And he's the one actually who is like helping Mr. Muslim to start playing the professional victim card. He doesn't know any of us. We never went to Botanic Garden with him. He doesn't know anything about us. How does he know why we are there? How does he know what I am thinking? What is my intention?
And I would say that it was a de-escalation technique if and only if that cop wasn't already targeting us. This is, he was already targeting us. He was already aware of us because they were crying about us. He came. They made us move. Then they made us turn off our speaker that wasn't even loud, and we were 15 to 20 feet away from them. And people came later with speakers, and they said nothing to them.
Yeah, weird stuff.
They're professionals. They know how to hook people. So do me a favor and take your just be calm.
This is very upsetting.
I understand, but we're here to help you guys out.
I appreciate that.
No one, we're trying to keep the peace here, all right? All right.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that.
I'm just keeping a staff with you guys now.
Bro, I will eat them up, bro. I will eat those fools up, bro. I know, bro. I want to knock them the hell out, bro.
Yeah, I know. That's what
Want to knock him out.
he just started chasing me. We just.
They're over there bragging about his Dawa. I wanted to knock him out. I was about to knock him out.
Yeah. Oh, ya Allah, give me patience, man. Ya Allah, give me patience, bro.
Yeah, then he runs and hides at the event, and we never see him again. And even afterwards, when we're all hanging out and ready for discussion, he never comes by. Weird.
You know what's interesting? The mics pick up me already talking about something else and debating a Muslim shortly after. And look, I'm still in his head, and he's running away right now.
Running away like a little punk.
Yeah.
Alright.
Getting his feelings in order.
Oh, man, guys. I almost lost my cool right now, man. I almost lost my cool, bro. May Allah forgive me, bro. May Allah forgive me, bro.
That's weird. I mean, if he's saying, may Allah forgive me, then does he think it's bad? Because then what does he do afterwards? Oh, I totally punked this dude out.
I almost lost my cool right now, man. I almost knocked the dude out, bro.
You almost
bro.
knocked it. You almost got annihilated in front of everybody, dude. You need to be praising Allah that those cops jumped in, man, before you actually took a swing on someone and got humiliated in front of all your boys. Anyway, there's something like 5 seconds left.
No idea, bro. I was about to go Hulk smash, bro. I was about to go Hulk smash.
You were about to.
You feel me?
You were about to get Hulk smashed, and I don't mean in the Warner sense, buddy.
That's right.
Anyway.
I want to point out something. So, it is sad, but this gives the glimpse of what happened to UK is happening in New York. Police is willingly siding with Muslims if the officer is not a Muslim, giving place and platform for Muslims to play their professional victim card. And Muslims with, I want to say like two faces, but there are lots of different faces here right now, place one card in front of the police officer. But it's so upsetting. I just did this to him. He just looking at me. Yeah, so upsetting. So cries to the police officer and then turns back from the police officer, goes back to his audience and then proudly expresses how he feels. It started actively happening in front of the cameras in UK, especially at Speaker's Corner, since 2019. And now, yep, it's all about feelings of Muslims, not even like critiquing of Islam anymore. It's all about the feeling of Muslims. In what planet police should be turning to Muslim who is simply did this to someone else and then say, oh, just don't get distracted by them. Keep your cool. You are an awesome guy. I am here to worship you. Just make sure you are not touched, not hurt. That's like that mindset. Dangerous days. Dangerous days.
Pretty bad stuff. Pretty bad, messed up stuff. Anyway, guys, we did want people to learn a little bit about the Warner in case there are any new people here. So I've got the Malik clips, just what he said about the Warner. We're not going to listen to the entire thing. We're just going to listen to stuff he said about the Warner. So this was you just saw the Warner, guys. You just saw the Warner, and we have an idea of some of the things the Warner's into. And Malik shared all this, and we got to recap this because that's kind of the context. The Warner is now threatening to sue people. He's threatening to sue. So this this is going to go well. All right. So let me get this next clip here.
When he said when I was sent a picture of him threatening to sue us, I immediately thought of that. What is it? The Rocky V movie. Remember the Don King knockoff character. He would do things, and then he'd say, "Touch me, and I'll sue." Touch me, I'll sue.
Touch me, and I'll sue. Yeah.
then Rocky, at the end of the movie, punches him, and he says,
"Sue me for what?
For what?"
Yeah. Yeah. So, guys, here's a recap. Here's a recap of the stuff that was exposed in, I think this was early December, but exposed about the Warner from someone who was his friend for years and then felt betrayed and then said, I'm gonna tell everyone, and has bragged about all the receipts he has. And let's check it out.
Warner was one of the good ones. Yeah, that's what you think. A lot of these guys give Dawa and try to show themselves up as fake people, and I ain't with all that. And especially if you want to cross me. Actually, bro, I'm the one that stops these guys from smoking and drinking behind the scenes. I'm the one that tries to guide these guys onto the truth. And you guys, the viewers, are getting cheated every day. You guys have all these high hopes of these people who are literally behind the scenes filth. Hey, chat, who wants to know about the real Warner?
Oh,
he's always been a clout muncher. Every time I go to him, or every time he comes to me, he's always wants to be around rappers. He always wants to go out. He always wants to live that like life. Yo, Warner, don't fucking text me. Come on the live. Now
look at what he called him here. And this is interesting. So that's the Warner on the left. And then in blue, that's Malik's comments. But the Warner says, pull up, UP. And then Malik said, come to the live so I can show who, whatever, blah, blah, blah. He calls him the B word, pothead, and then said, women graper. Women graper. Plural. Multiple women graper. So he has apparently graped women. And then what's the Warner's response? What are you talking about? I've never done any such thing. How dare you? Instead, it's, why are you talking about me? I cut you off already. I'm done with shaitan behavior. You don't even pray. You're a shaitan. That was his response to being exposed as a women graper, in addition to other things. All right, let's let this continue.
Now I'm going to get your ass. 3 years of friendship. Been to Mecca with him. Been to all these things. Chat, you want to see who Warner really is? Mm-hmm. I'm the wrong one, Warner.
I have to agree. He messed with the wrong one, Warner. You should not have messed with this guy. And so it's so hilarious that even just today, the Warner is posting that Malik is a compulsive liar. Uh-oh. You're calling Malik a compulsive liar and he's got all the receipts? Uh-oh.
Wait a second. I thought Malik said that they were good now.
Mm-hmm. Not for long. Just called him a compulsive liar. And behind the scene is, Malik, just so you know, I don't really mean that you're a compulsive liar. I'm just trying to get them to not keep sharing all the stuff you snitched on me for.
Bring all the receipts and evidence.
What's that?
I'm assuming at this stage, his Mossad agent Malik already reports something to the police officers for what the watcher is doing, right? Raping woman, because he's very good at kind of caring for women, giving them voice, and then I am assuming by now he already informed the authorities that this is what the watcher did.
Yeah, I'm sure, because they're super concerned about women, as we'll see.
The Warner is probably the fakest of them all. Like between Libiano, Central, all them, Warner in terms of the Islamic stuff, fakest of them all. Fakest of them all. You literally begging to be in the Illuminati, bro. Asking me how do you get in, like I'm in it. Calling me a Yahudi undercover. Warner, you're the one who's trying to join the Illuminati. You're the one who keeps throwing up the rock signs. You're the one.
How does someone go about joining the Illuminati, according to the Warner? Let's find out.
Not saying, oh, I want to get into the game and I don't care how I get into it because I want to convert everyone. You're the one who literally said in front of me and other people that you would take it up the butt as long as it got you into the game to where
that escalated quickly. Anyway, so the Warner's the guy who shows up and says, hey, I want to join your group. And look, if you need anyone to take it up the butt, I'm your guy. Here I am right here. If something needs to get done. When you think of taking it up the butt, think of me, the Warner.
Just one time.
Could make
or more. This is a negotiating platform. We'll start with one. You guys come up with your counteroffer, and then I'll agree to whatever you say.
Influence. Wallahi, he said that in front of people. Hey, who knows about Warner and his activities? Wait, should I show him a picture, Henny?
We do, but it's all thanks to you, Malik. Thank you.
Chat. This is just this.
So that's Malik. He scratched out his own face there, kind of weird, but you can see he's got the red bandana on because he's Club Pyru blood, right? But the Warner's treating him like a dog. He put his chain around him and stuff like that.
At first, that's what I thought he was going to try to do to Anthony when he was turned around. Like, I thought he wanted to put his chain around your neck. But
no, unlike Malik, Anthony is not just going to stand there and let some creepy pervert put a chain on him like a dog. Hey, you're muted, Anthony. Who are you talking to?
I was going to say that, I heard something about the Warner, but I didn't have a face to go with it. Mm-hmm. So when this guy was talking to me, I didn't realize I was talking to a guy that had some extracurricular interests from my backside. If I had known that, I'd have been a little bit more guarded as far as that goes.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to turn your back on a dude like that, man.
Especially if we ask Malik, according to Malik, yeah.
Yep. Turn your back. And don't worry, there's more, guys. There's more. We'll just let this play for a little bit here.
There's weed in the picture. This weed. This is your Dawa guy right here.
He's pointing out that that's actually him smoking a joint, smoking a blunt.
This guy is the biggest pothead on this planet, bro. The guy you take Dawa from, all he does is roll one up. That's all he does. Chat, this guy gets high as hell all day and all night. Well, wallahi, may Allah curse me. This guy goes high to the mosque. This guy literally goes to give Dawa high every day. Or every weekend, sorry, when he goes on Saturday. Chat, I've been holding my tongue for months and like even years on these guys, bro. Wallahi, bro, why do you think I stopped debating? Why do you think?
I wanted to say because you suck, but no, he's actually better than the other Dawa. Well, to be fair, he was defending the Islamic dilemma, which is pretty easy to defend against Dawa guys. But anyway.
I stopped. Why do you think I couldn't even, bro, like live with myself knowing that these guys were doing all this shit, bro? These guys, bro, are potheads, weed heads, doing everything, bro.
Keep in mind, notice what he's saying. Now he's saying these guys, the Dawa guys. Keep that in mind because he's going to say a lot about the Dawa guys, and he's going to say, I'm talking about all of these guys, all of them. Watch.
I'm in the mosque 3 times a day, but you're high. You're high in the mosque 3 times a day. You're always in the mosque high. Let me tell you guys something. That all they want to do is hide behind the shield of Islam. These shits are private sins. So hold on. If Warner's asking for money for Qurans, but he's going to the dispensary instead, right? Mm-hmm. If he's going to the dispensary instead, is it Islamically I have to stay quiet? If he's going to the dispensary with the money he's getting for the Qurans, chat, guys, I gave this guy money. I gave this guy money for Qurans. He went to the dispensary. He went to the dispensary and spent my money instead. By the way, guys, you know Warner's been married.
What's that?
What is dispensary?
It's where you get marijuana. So it's legal. It's legal in a lot of places now. So you don't have to actually like get it from a dealer anymore. You can just go to a store and get weed. So Malik's pointing out that the Warner will say, hey guys, I want to go, I got to give Dawa. So give me money for Qurans. And then he'll go spend the money on buying lots of weed and stuff and getting high with it.
9 times. Warner's been married 9. By the way, guys, you know Warner's been married 9 times?
9.
Warner's been married 9 times. 9 times, chat. Muta. This guy's a muta. Bro, this guy went on vacation with a Moroccan girl, married her for 5 minutes, and then divorced her on the way home.
Wait, so
if I'm lying,
it's not just that the marriage then lasted for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Apparently, Warner is
lasted 5 minutes. Can I marry you for 5 minutes?
He's a short timer.
5 minutes. It's all
and I'm dying. This guy literally, and by the way, you think like he got married 9 times, like that's enough. Brother, this guy's smashing girls every weekend. Malik, I just smashed this chick. I'm like, bro, why are you even doing that?
5 minutes.
Yeah, so he would apparently marry mutta marriage with Muslim girls who didn't want to just smash and so on, but others, if he could get away with just taking you back to the hotel and stuff, he'd do that with them.
Why don't you fall in?
I wonder if a 20 sack was his dowry for these little Mutah marriages.
Probably.
I don't know what else he would have left on him, right?
I mean, as long as Malik's internal rats keep talking, we might find out, right?
with a proper girl and get married. Nah, bro, I'm smashing every weekend. Yeah, I just hit it and I ran. Bro, this guy is literally the darkest of people. Warner called me while he was in Miami, and he had a chick. He was on FaceTime. He had a chick in his bed. This guy had a chick in his bed calling me on FaceTime. A random girl that he picked up. Let's keep going. You want me to keep going? This is the guy.
Keep going, dude.
May Allah curse me if I'm lying. This guy called me in Miami with a girl in his right hand or left hand. Literally. Probably old. That shit was like 8 months ago.
I love that he's responding to the chat. Chat's like, oh, that's probably old. Hey, old, that was 8 months ago. That was last year. He's messaging him, hey, check out the babe I just picked up, blah, blah, blah.
Jake, Speaking, Henny, I had all of them begging me, yo, don't do it.
This little part right here, very interesting. Jake Speaking, that's Jake Broncatella, Jake the Muslim metaphysician, Speaking, that's Speaking Muslim, and Henny, and he's saying they're begging him, do not expose this stuff. Do not expose this stuff. It will hurt the Dawa. Fortunately, Malik's got the hikmah to realize, nope, I'm exposing everybody right now. But here we go.
Miami with a girl in his right hand or left hand, literally, probably old. That shit was like 8 months ago. I had Jake, Speaking, Henny, I had all of them begging me, yo, don't do it. Don't do it. Hey, chat, who knows about Warner and Adam Saleh having threesomes?
We do.
You want me to start name dropping your whole life? You and Adam, you telling me about you and Adam doing threesomes together on Dawa trips?
Yep.
Come on. Having 3 Ps with Adam?
That's what they do.
Come on.
And that's them right there.
Even warming up on you. Adam's wife dropped him, and it was all because...
And by the way, these guys were just out giving Dawa Saturday. All these guys together.
So the day after we left,
Yep, same guys that Malik exposed for running around. You'll hear it, smashing hoes, running trains, all this stuff. He says they're fake. They go out, they give Dawa for clicks and views and stuff like that, and then they go, they pick up some girls and head back to the hotel and so on. And it's a group thing. And Malik exposed them all, and same guys out still giving Dawa and other things.
Adam was having threesomes in Chicago. And Warner was sitting there watching. Can you believe that
Warner was watching? He was watching the threesomes.
To me like this. He's like, Malik, I don't know how I get away with everything with the Dawa. It's so funny, bro. This is how he talks. It's so funny, bro.
It's not. I mean, so Warner comes. He's like, I don't know how I get away with it. It's the fact that they don't care. As long as you are on video giving Dawa and thugging out on people, they do not care if you're smashing hoes, using their Dawa money for drugs. They don't care even at all.
Just
That's why. Yeah, it's understood in Islam that your guys live completely fake lives. They understand that, and they're fine with it. They're fine with you being a complete, utter, total fake. That's how it is.
Never get caught or called out for my stuff. It's because I'm big. Warner hands out Qurans. Brother, Jazakallah khair. Brother, and then behind the scene, bro, let's bitches. Nah, all that, bro. I'm talking about, bro, people who literally go to the clubs at nights and hand out Qurans during the day. These guys, bro, were in the club with T-monsters.
He's talking about trans women.
Warner's like, oh, I didn't know that. But he knew it the whole time. He's like, no, I did know, actually. But he's like, I don't care. Bro, these guys, bro.
He doesn't care that the people he's in the club with are trans. And I guess he's there to pick people up to bring them back to the hotel. Sounds like he does not care. But that shouldn't be surprising if he's the one who's like, hey, anyone need to take it up the butt? Because I'm your guy. Can I join your club? I'll do anything.
Yeah. According to Malik, I mean, maybe one of those non-wives was actually a husband. Who knows?
Could have been, maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe a ton. Because you're talking about the wives. You're not talking about the people that he smashes on the regular, apparently.
I guess this helps us to kind of put together where these so-called hotel wives comes from, right? Who that is like someone else who does hotel wife thing, probably inspired by this gentleman because they were in the same picture previously. Also, it might helpful to look from normal human perspective. staying in a hotel expensive thing, right? If you are sharing rooms, everyone contributes, you pay less money. So he's still trying to make sure the money he gets from the Qurans are enough to smashing the he calls them chicks or something, whatever that
birds.
term
He calls
is.
them birds or something. Yeah.
Yeah, those things like yeah, saving money off the Quran.
Pretty wild stuff. But here we go.
All fake, bro. Adam and all them, bro, all fake at the club with he/she's, and then going to debate logic. And
Yeah, up in the club. All these guys up in the club with you just heard it, and these are these four right here, and a couple of others were the same guys who are out there giving Dawa this past Saturday night. Same guys. They've all been exposed. No one cares. No one cares. No one in their community cares.
getting baked. Listen, I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, wait,
These
hang on.
guys
He said-
club with he/she's, and then going to debate logic and getting baked.
He said they get baked by logic, God logic. Talking about God logic here.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest. These guys, bro, all of them, fake, all of them. And you think Sneako's any better? What did Sneako do wrong, bro? They hit the club, bro. Sneako was in a whole relationship with Amber Rose, and Warner was sitting there like the security guard. He be helping Sneako, yes, bro. He helped Sneako do all his crap, bro. You do run trains in rooms together. Adam and Slim and Sneako all run trains in rooms together with Warner there. Listen, what do you think that him and Sneako do? And Myron. But by the way, chat, you know that these guys, they lie. They say, oh, we don't like Myron. We don't.
That's Myron Gaines from Fresh and Fit, the guy who is always surrounded by OnlyFans models and so on, saying they pretend they don't like him, but then on the trips they roll with him because he brings the OnlyFans girls. But watch.
Like Myron, but they went to Colombia with Myron. Chat, what were they doing in Colombia? What did him and Sneako do in Colombia? And Myron? Guys, these guys were smashing birds in Colombia. Bro, wallahi, may Allah curse me if I'm lying. I got the receipt right here. He told me he was in Colombia with Myron, FaceTiming me. I saw him on FaceTime with Myron, what they were doing. How they had girls with bikinis in their house and they were licking on their, you know what, in front of people and taking videos. You can free yourself, bro, from, like, literally, bro, you can free yourself from this mentality.
Who? Free myself from who?
From the way of life that these guys live.
Who's
the Dawa
these guys? Who are these people?
All the Dawa guys. This
all
fake
of them?
lifestyle.
All of them are bad?
Yeah, all of them.
That's
all of them.
All of them. Especially this fat boy too on the screen.
You could say Warner, but I mean, like Muslim Lantern's bad.
Yeah, Muslim Lantern's with him, doing it too.
You think he knows any of the stuff he's doing?
Brother, I have receipts of him and Muslim Lantern and Sneako in Bosnia bitches. What are you on about?
Okay, that's crazy.
I promise you, bro.
That's
I have
crazy.
it. Well, I have the text. I have the text. They were all three
Muslim
of them
Lantern
in Bosnia.
did zina.
Bro, they were fucking hoes. Yes, in Bosnia. Go ask him. Say Warner said you were in Bosnia smashing hoes with you and Sneako. Is it true? Warner said that him, Sneako, and Lantern were in Bosnia getting freaky. Bro, this guy was telling me that Muslim Lantern was with them too, doing it.
Y'all get all that? That's the Dawa life behind the scenes. Says they're all like this. They're all getting high, smashing hoes, their words, up in the club with trans people and so on. And so just, I mean, think, he talked about the Warner, Sneako, Adam Saleh, Slim, Muslim Lantern. He actually went on. He talked about Orthodox lips and so on. But, yeah, how many Muslims have you seen who care, even slightly, about what's going on? None. Warner's still front and center. Sneako's still front and center of their big Dawa Times Square stuff.
Come pray in the front, guys. Don't block the camera.
Yep. Yeah, we're going to check that clip out here in a second.
I mean, I'm speechless. Malik said it all for us, right?
Yep.
I just wanted to comment on one of those videos. There's a video of Sheikh Uthman and Central Dawa. They're in New York. Well, I'll have you know that's like the day after we left, David.
Yep.
And they're like, where are you guys at?
Yeah, we announced for months. We announced months in advance we were going to be there. They didn't show up. And then the next day, where y'all at? Where y'all at? We're ready the day after you guys left. Yeah, where y'all at? Where y'all at? That was the prelude to the fact that Sheikh Uthman's idiot fans fell for that gave him the indication that he could try it again at the end of the year, right? Like, oh, where's logic? Oh, I'm ready to debate everybody and stuff. Ah, what a joke. Hey,
how that worked out.
Hey, look at who we have here. We got Chris here. He says, Salam al-Masih to everyone on the panel. Also, did it look like the Warner was looking at Drake like he was his initiation into Illuminati? Lol.
I'll get you into the Illuminati, Warner.
Drake, leave my country, New Jersey, out of this.
I have to say, although I turned around and that's when the man came over, but I'm much happier with the idea that it was Drake that caught his eye.
Oh, you didn't want to,
I mean, obviously, I turned my back, and that guy was like a moth to the flame, right? But Chris just said he was seeing you as his initiation into the Illuminati, and that just makes me feel a little bit better.
Don't put that on me.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm right there with you to fend him off, but okay. Just makes me feel better.
We got goats and dresses in New Jersey. We don't lie. I didn't know opposite days today. Yeah. Biggest liars ever. I heard him say Dawa is kind of weak. God bless y'all. Oh, it definitely is. He said kind of weak. The Watcher is scared because he can't look down on Drake, and Drake is 10 times more handsome.
Well, thank you. My mom says the same thing.
Wear a shirt with a Diddy line above the waist. That's what everyone's going to have to do when we're around these guys. Ex-Muslim movement gets best results. Yeah, that's definitely a cool movement. A couple more ram it downs. He's going to be the whaler. Hatun and Anthony of Allah's latest live stream was dope. Yeah, I saw you guys were live earlier. What'd you talk about?
it was you gotta watch it. I
no, that's Hatun. Wait, that's not you. I said Anthony. That means apostate of Allah. That's Sarah.
Oh, well, you still
Did you go
have
live
to
with
watch
Sarah,
that
Hatun?
last one.
No, I was live with Anthony.
Oh, okay. So that's apostate of Allah's latest live stream. What?
Well, maybe she means two live streams. One that just happened on Hatun's and one apostate of Allah. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Muslim who called in was a student of the Warner. This guy, he dug a pretty bad hole for Allah. It's not good.
I'm not sure if you can say hole, Anthony.
Yeah, don't say it.
Yeah, that's not the right.
How can you put holes in Allah?
Yeah, we determined that Allah bears a striking resemblance to a brick.
Yeah, and difficult to put holes in them.
We had props.
Listen.
We had props.
Don't be talking about holes, Anthony. He was trying to get initiated by you, man.
We got no comment there. Go ahead, Hatun.
I was going to point out something. So the Watcher is approaching with that attitude while he is fasting, right?
Yep.
So as a Christian, when we fast during the Advent and Lent, we don't have same attitude, right? Like people would notice that you are much more joyful, you are much more like Bible focused. People pick that up and then they say, oh, you've been spending more time in the scripture or something. Versus he's been fasting all day, like let's say not having sex and not eating and not drinking things. And then he's about to break his fast. What is it? He wants to harm someone else.
Yeah, imagine. I mean, could any of us imagine going into like an Easter service, and the first thing you hear out of the pastor's mouth is, something crazy about. I mean, they wouldn't even mention Muslims. It wouldn't even occur to them to mention them. But half this stuff that these guys are talking about there wouldn't even, like, nobody'd even be thinking any of this stuff. It's just weird.
Oh,
You
it's
know what?
weird.
I check it off my box now. One time somebody tried to fight me at a funeral. I'll check that one off. Then this time somebody trying to fight me at a prayer time. Let's go.
Yeah, and that was just one clip, right? David already mentioned it. We haven't seen any clips. I don't know if we're going to of that one, but the guys that came up to us immediately after the prayer, Warner not being among them because he was so intimidating. But man, those guys were just guttural. One guy in particular had certain terms that he just loved having in his mouth, and
we'll see some of it. We'll see some of that.
Those are the terms that Hatun had to look up.
Yeah, always good. Keeps retweeting. Keeps posting. Did Elon Musk retweet you? AP shared something. Yes, Elon Musk retweeted me. Wisely he did. So yeah, if you check out Elon Musk's recent post, one of them was quote tweeting me because I'm so based. Imagine being a time traveler from 2001 and seeing this within one lifetime. Yeah, pretty creepy. Without lie and Altakia, it dies. Yep, it does. JP Uncut said those officers work in mayor's office. That would not be surprising. For the Warner to be that big and gay is a talent. Yeah, no one denied that.
Well, it's not a talent we appreciate.
Let's see. This says she was apparently real prostitute. I'm not sure who that's talking about. Oh, maybe Warner's moto wife. Vote, bank, politics, destroy entire country and world. Not sure what that has to do with anything. Warner was kicked out of a Diddy party for being too eager. Let me in. Let me into the Warner. Yeah.
It's just upsetting.
Oh, that's a good comment right there. Check that out.
David, you should clip the Warner doing that gesture and tag NYPD on X. That cop clearly saw it. I can't imagine it's their policy to ignore such a You don't think it's a policy of the New York of the NYPD to ignore that sort of thing?
Oh, Lord. They haven't been to New York lately.
Yeah. V1 Church will be having revival service in Times Square this April for Easter. Interesting. If it takes one time or 100, Warner's Dawa. Yeah. One time, 100 times, all the same to me. Warner, if the Al-Zut were good enough for Muhammad. Warner, if the Al-Zut were good enough for Muhammad, then the T-Monster are good enough for me. That seems to be his motto. But he split the moon miracle. Hatun, I love you, sister in Christ.
Thank you.
Muslim nations are under God's curse. Praise Jesus for stifling them. May Jesus free the Christians in Iran and shine light into this darkness. And 5 to 10% less meat consumption in Poland during Lent. That's interesting. So it's compared to food consumption going up for Muslims when they're fasting. Really, really weird, wild stuff. All right, let's go ahead and check out Warner's response to everything. Warner reacted. Go ahead.
Just wanted to make a comment on something. So there was conversation regarding the watchers' engagement with transgender individuals. There was this gentleman who changed his gender and start identified as female. He looked very, very beautiful. Like no one knew she was man. So like as a woman, she looked very, very pretty. And then we did have this Mr. Muslim. Once he find out that this gentleman is transgender woman, he was begging him to have sexual relationship with him. And he was even like, I'll pay you this, I'll pay you this. So there is something, there's lots of things in Islam destroys the heart and mind of human beings. But when it comes to this going against law of God, Muslims are pushing in that area. Like I remember having conversation with this transgender person, how he was complaining like he had enough what this Mr. Muslim from Speaker's Corner was like doing to him. So he left, he stopped coming to Speaker's Corner because of him, because this Mr. Muslim was simply pushing him in that sense, like, oh, he just wants the experience or something. Like just disturbing to hear. They're just corrupted. I don't know how to say it nicely.
Well, they like to abuse women, but they also like gay stuff. So I guess they're thinking best of both worlds all rolled into one. Something like that. But we had, this big, tough Warner guy. This big, strong, tough Warner guy. So
strong. He's got boobs and he's got this like one pack.
Well, yeah, but as a rule, if you have to carry that all around, then you have to be pretty strong to carry all that around. So they just build up strength just by walking around, moving and stuff like that. But anyway, we were talking about that a little yesterday on Jai's channel, just stuff at with the Warner threatening people and so on. And then Big Tough Warner posted a comment under Jai's video, and Jai was kind enough to pin the comment, but here's what it said right here. So this is, I am the Warner. He says, I am going to sue you for defamation and slander for purposely spreading lying about me. You are completely aware Malik admitted to slandering me on purpose. He's a compulsive liar. And yet you keep replaying the lies for clicks and attention. I'm looking forward to suing you for everything you got. I'm coming for every one of you guys spreading lies about me. All the evidence I need are on your YouTube channels. It's an open and shut case. See you in court. Seems we have another Muhammad Hijab here who doesn't understand how any of this works. Yes, we all know Malik is a compulsive liar. That doesn't mean he's lying about everything. And he definitely wasn't lying about the stuff with the Warner. Notice, you can actually, Malik has different tells. You can tell when he had, well, I don't even want to give him away. He's got some tells when he's lying. Let me just put that out. You can tell when he's lying if you know how to spot lies. The stuff he was saying about the Warner, nope. No alarms going off there. No alarms going off. And notice he kept saying over and over again, I swear by Allah, wallahi, if I'm lying, may Allah curse me if I'm lying. He was making it very clear to take him seriously. And then later on when he's, these guys all contacted me and kissed up to me and kissing my butt now and stuff like that. So I wasn't serious about all that. He wasn't saying all that, I swear by Allah that I was lying. Wallahi, wasn't saying all that stuff. He was clearly lying when he said, oh, no, I just made that stuff up. That's what he does. He exposes people and then wants you to come and beg him to get into his good graces again, and then he'll let you go. That doesn't mean we're going to fall for that. Yeah. Sorry. So, yeah, watch her. Go ahead, man. Sue us all. Sue us for this, because discovery would be absolutely hilarious, man. Do you know what discovery is? Should learn that word. But anyway, and if you're not listening to anything I'm saying, just go ahead and contact your buddy Muhammad Hijab and ask if stupid, frivolous lawsuits that you can't hope to win are a good way to silence people like us. Go ahead and try that. You might end up bankrupt like your buddy.
That's right.
That's right.
But don't miss, even doing a lawsuit is already a loss, right? This guy is pretending that he's talking about how he's going to smash people. He put up a video of this saying he punked Christians, right? That's what he said. He punked Christians. Yep. Now, anybody watching the video has to come away with a very different conclusion. He didn't punk anybody.
Yeah.
And
then he starts whining to police.
Then he punks himself, right? He whines to the police. He walks off, never comes back up to us later.
Nope. Had the entire opportunity. We were there for hours. Right. And then he threatens to sue.
We were on
Nice.
our feet from like 4 o'clock to
11, past 11.
yeah, past 11. So
I,
he had
I
plenty
was
of time to come back, and I was looking forward to seeing him again. But I mean, we didn't get that opportunity.
No, because he
And he's
ran. He
threatening
ran
us.
like a coward.
He's threatening us, and
Mhm.
he's threatening to sue us now. I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't think the court's going to like that you were threatening to kill us.
Nope. Nope. And matter of fact, along those lines, let me just go ahead and show you. So Anthony pointed out that that the Watcher posted a video. Check out his description, or no, his pinned comment. He says, "These devils are well-known Islamophobes. They burn, shoot, and urinate on the Quran. They are clear enemies of God, but when in the face of a warrior of Allah, they are cowards. The guy I punked is the security of God Logic and David Wood." Hey, that's interesting. You're my security. "Who's going to protect them when their security can't protect himself? May Allah curse them and punish them for the evil they commit." One second, Drake. We did not discuss this at any point ahead of time. How we're going to react to this. True or false? True or false? I said, Drake, you know, you're awesome because you do apologetics, but you're also a big intimidating guy. Don't let anyone put a hand on Hatun. If they put a hand on the rest of us, then I think I said with my son, if they're beating up my son, just let him. If they're gonna kill him, then you can pull someone off. Did I give any scenario where you should defend me?
No, you actually told me the opposite. You said let them have at me, let them kill me, but don't do anything. Just make sure nobody harms Hatun. So that was a direct order.
Thank you. I'm so touched, David.
Yeah, everyone. Hatun was not in on that. That's just
Yeah, she had nothing. She had nothing to do with it. Actually,
I've never seen Hatun ask for any sort of protection or something like that. Doesn't mean we don't want her to have some protection.
In fact, if you watch the video, Hatun was right there, and I didn't realize all that's going on behind me. I was surprised when I realized it was Drake next to me, but then when you watch the video, you can see Hatun's trying to get up in there too. And, so Drake was basically just throwing me in as a bonus, I guess, because I wasn't part of the protection thing either, right? He's just like, nobody's going after Hatun. So, well, they would have. I mean, I'm sure the Warner would have enjoyed going after Hatun. He just didn't get an opportunity.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But
you know what? It's tough, right? I know David told me that. And it registered in my mind when he told me, but my mindset's always been since I was younger. When I go in a place in a car with people, I'm with those people, and we're gonna come back all together as one, right? So this is just the mindset I have.
Mm-hmm. And but the Warner wasn't done because someone had an objection for him and said he's actually in bed. Most of the comments are, "Oh, you're so strong, Warner. You're so based. Everyone's so scared of you." Complete idiotic nonsense.
Nobody was.
Yeah, like literally zero people. There's been other times, I'm sure, where people are intimidated by him, but that wasn't happening there.
The club.
Yeah,
the club.
He tells me he's going to hurt me, and I smile.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, "Oh, really?"
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. You're dealing on the screen, Watcher. Since you're watching, on the screen right now are 4 people you're going to have some serious trouble intimidating at any point in your life, especially when we think you're a giant dork loser, trying to take one up the butt for the team so you can join the Illuminati. Come on, dude. But check this out. Someone said, so Danielle Lundgren said, "You do a disservice to Islam." Oh, I don't even know if this is, Daniel Lundgren. Don't even know if this is a Muslim or just a random commenter, but he said, "You do a disservice to Islam by being quick to instigate violence. All you're doing is validating people's stereotypes about Muslims." Well, hey, Daniel Lundgren, check the comments. They love this. They love it. They love me strong. They love it. So it's not just the Warner here, but look at his response. "They are enemies of Islam. No mercy for them. They only get the sword." He's talking about us. "They are enemies of Islam. No mercy for them. They only get the sword." If you're a coward, I understand. Keep your cowardly opinions to yourself, please. This is the Warner posting publicly. No mercy for us. All we get is the sword. Please bring us to court, buddy. Please. Especially, I mean, think about what he's saying. Think about what he's saying. He wants to bring us to court. This is what he's threatening. He's going to bring us to court to sue us over us sharing the stuff about Malik. So, yeah, watch it. This is how I mentioned that word discovery. Might want to look that up. That means we get to investigate. Our lawyers would get to investigate whether these things are true. And so that would mean that everyone who was around you can all be questioned. They can be, it can be required for them to hand over emails, text messages, all that stuff. But that would be Sneeko. That would be Adam Saleh. That would be Slim. That would be Muslim Lantern. All these guys, and Malik. All these guys would be fair game, and would be questioned for the court proceedings. So please do that. You know you're not going to do anything like that. Why? Because you know it would end up exposing you 100 times as much as what Malik did. That's right. Yeah, you're stupid, but you're not that stupid. Prove me wrong, buddy. Prove me wrong. Get the lawsuit rolling. You said you're going to do it.
Touch me, I'll sue.
Touch me and I'll sue.
You know what's interesting too?
Unless you touch me in a certain spot and tell me I can join the Illuminati, and then I won't sue at all.
Anthony's going to have to remind me that finishing line in case I need that one day.
I'll
sue
send
me
you
for
a
what?
clip. I'll send it to
sue
you.
me for what? Yeah.
All throughout the movie, the guy is causing trouble, deserves to be punched.
Yeah.
But every time he says, touch me and I'll sue. Touch me and I'll sue. And then at the end of the movie, after Rocky loses all his money,
he's got nothing. You got nothing you can sue him for.
Yeah. He punched.
So he just punches the crap out of the. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
It's like that. Yeah. They all his money had been taken from him and stuff. And then so he just goes and clocks the dude.
Right. Stupid for what?
Yep.
I was going to point out something earlier. Anthony Rogers pointed out that he said after the watcher went to do his prayer stuff, he would expect him to come back and then do Dawa or have discussions on the topics, and he never came back. You were there until almost 11:30 or something. I was there until 2 a.m. He didn't come back because people turn up to that prayer or that show for their priority, right? Times Square.
Clubs.
Yeah, while they were praying, you saw those half-naked women on the boards, right?
Mm-hmm. All around them. That's the spot they pick.
Yeah, and half-naked men. So
it's everything. It's the Warner's dream.
Yeah, so he's gonna get his priorities right? He's gonna turn up to those nightclubs or hotels to do this train running game stuff on things. So of course he's not gonna turn up. I was there on Saturday until 3 p.m. I didn't see any of them. I was preaching all day until 3 until my batteries died. And then I went back after 7 o'clock. No, they were not there either. So their priority was probably
that's prime time, club time.
Yeah, so they spent all night in the clubbing and then did running training stuff, and then who is gonna wake up at 6 o'clock? No, they just like eat and then they go to sleep. Probably they will just wake up before the iftar. So priorities. Islam wasn't their priority. Your shahada wasn't their priority, Anthony.
Nope. It's yep, we know their priority. Hit the clubs, smash all night, eat a ton, sleep all day, run out, do a little dawa for some video clips, and repeat the same thing over and over again. All of Ramadan. It's party month, guys. Party month. Let's check out a quick clip here. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Wanted to check out one more. Here's a clip of the Warner praying. Ready? This is the Warner praying in line. Watch this. Ready? Everyone check this out. See the Warner? So he's second from the end there, guys, right? Like he likes it. But anyway, he's up front. He's up front. He's in the front row because he's so important. But they're starting right there. Watch him. At first, he's just texting. These guys bow their heads and stuff like this. He's sitting there texting, and he's way more concerned about someone, getting close to getting in front of his camera, which is weird because the person who starts getting a little in front of his camera is the guy taking pictures. Like, we need all these pictures. We need as many pictures as possible. This guy, for hour after hour after hour, was just clicking pictures of all these guys. Said, look at us, look at us. Oh, look, got to have tons of pictures when you're praying. We need as much attention for our prayers as possible. Oh, look, we're in Times Square. Click, 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 click. But so you see the Warner there, guys. See the Warner there, second from the end, and watch him. Look, he's warning him because he's the Warner. He's warning him, don't block his camera. Look at everyone. Look at like Sneeko. All right, head down. What's Warner focused on? Hey, don't block my camera, man. Don't block my camera. Watch. Look, he's looking around. Look at Sneeko. Head down. Warner. What's he doing? Doesn't care. Looking around. Watch.
Don't forget, that's where all the food is too, right over there.
Yeah, still looking around. Where's the food? Where's the food? Where the hose? Where the food? Where the clubs? Where the hose? I'm in Times Square. Oh, food, hose, club, food, club, hose. Let me check text. Let me text people. Watch. Look, now he's setting up. He's gonna have to set up his next meeting and stuff like that with whoever he's gonna be smashing that night or which club he wants to go to. But check it out. Watch. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Gotta pull out the phone. Pull out the phone, man. Look at this. He's in there texting, guys. He's sitting there texting. He's on his phone. But look, his head's bowed down, so everyone behind him thinks, oh, look at him. He's so pious. His head is down. He's up here on his phone.
Well, that's one of those guys at the other end. Remember? There was,
yeah.
I don't know which one that is. It might be the guy with the dogs.
Yeah, I don't know. So he's texting, sending pictures to someone, he met at the club. Allahu Akbar. Look, they're all going through the motions. He's still on his phone. Got to put the phone away now. Oh, look, he put his head down. Look, come on, watch out for my. You guys catch that? Look at that. Hey, Mike, come on, man. And then he puts his hands up. Oh, yes, look. How fake can you possibly be? These are your Ramadan prayers and your... I don't even know how to describe it, man. The dude's real fake. He just has a community where you can be the biggest fake in the world and they'll love you for it. As long as you're very strong, you're strong.
There are moments like something is happening, right? You need to keep eye on your phone. Like, okay, someone might get hurt. You are waiting for a phone call. You need to leave or something. You keep eye on your phone. And then when the message comes, you simply say yes or no, and then you get on with your things if you are in the church, right? Because if it doesn't need your attention, you continue with your worship. So in here, it's not even like yes and no text. He already distracted while people are already like in the position setting their mind to the things. They're not doing that, but like that's kind of assumption. And then this guy is like, okay, where is my phone? Let me write the intro of the essay before I get on to the prayer. It's just like...
Now, he was there on maps like, what are the best trans clubs in New York City?
He was asking Officer Perez, too.
Weird stuff. Let's see. Check out. We're not gonna watch this, but I recorded a video there, and it's weird. you had some people who were thinking I just like added voiceover to some other person's video or something like that. And it's not. I was just standing beside them and I recorded this. But again, we won't watch the whole thing. It's like 7 minutes, but just give people the idea. So on the other side of them, I recorded a little video.
صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا
Look at this. These are people who claim to respect Jesus. They claim to honor Jesus. They claim to follow Jesus. But they pay absolutely no attention to anything he said.
Good point. That's true.
What would Jesus say about Muslims gathering in Times Square to get maximum attention for their prayers while they pretend to fast during Ramadan? We don't have to wonder. All we have to do is read. In Matthew 6, Jesus condemns religious practices that are meant to impress other people, acts of righteousness that are just for show. The chapter begins, beware of practicing your righteousness before other people in order to be seen by them, for then you will have no reward from your Father who is in heaven. If your goal when you pray or fast or give to charity is to be seen by others, then being seen by others is your reward.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, that video's already on my channel. If you want to watch the rest of that, was pretty simple video there. Just had the passages pulled up and went through a couple of those, and I have yet to see one Muslim who takes the words of Jesus seriously on any of this stuff. Jesus condemns fasting that is meant to be seen by others. He condemns praying that's just to be seen by others, to get you a reputation of righteousness. All this Zabiba stuff. Look how much I pray. Look at the Zabiba on my head and so on. It's like, it would be one thing if you said, hey, our religion is just the opposite of everything Jesus said, but you don't. You do the opposite of everything Jesus said, and then you claim to follow Jesus. It's completely mental and insane, but that's what Islam is.
It was a bit difficult to follow what you were saying. I just got distracted with those red lips on the board. Sorry about that.
Oh, all sorts of stuff. I noticed that in the footage afterwards when I'm going through the footage. Like everywhere you look, there's a big butt on the screen. There's a chick's butt on the screen. Oh, hot chick. Oh, chick's butt. Like everywhere. And hey, well, this is where we want to pray.
That made it easier for the Warner.
Yeah.
They wanted to make him feel at home, you know. Yep. How else were they going to get him there? Maybe if they had blunts.
Right on the front line.
Blunts. Hey, Warner, come down here. Do the prayer. We got weed.
We had Mo's mother was a pro. That is a theory now. We'll be talking to Mary Harp about that. Respect to the guy exposing Dawa dudes, lol. That was several people there. D, what is correct about us chubby guys being strong enough just to walk around? No, I'm saying that's true. That's true. Even if you don't work out, if you're big enough and you're carrying around that way, I guarantee you have strong legs. And
well, he doesn't have and he might have a strong legs, but he wouldn't have the capacity to move them high, right? Because he's too big. His tummy, like he wouldn't even.
His tummy.
He can't do no high knees. He's not trying to do those high knees though.
Hey, check this out. He said, "I feel pretty confident if sneaking is his lawyer. So sneaking Muslim is his lawyer." No, that would be awesome. That would be super. That would be super awesome.
Could you imagine? What would be really weird though is if he's suing people for spreading this, the possibility exists of Malik being rolled up into. I mean, I don't know how it all works.
But Malik would be called to testify on all this stuff. But I'm saying totally.
Malik. We would all be thrown in there with Malik in a sense, right? Yeah. Because he'd be suing Malik and then us for passing on Malik's brilliant intel. And then the speaking Muslim lawyer guy would be there. The whole cast of characters. You might as well find some way to get all the rest of them in there, right? Uthman, hijab. And if we could record this, this would just be classic.
Oh, this would be the greatest, most important trial in the history of humanity for exposing Dawa.
Internet gold. This is like a movie. You think about it, like a riotously comedic movie. Like remember that old the court show with the bull? Remember Bull?
Oh yeah,
and,
Night Court.
Night Court. Yeah, this would be something like that.
Everything, every discussion with Anthony is remembering shows and movies from the 1980s.
Well, I couldn't watch TV in the 90s. I was in prison.
Giga Jai said Warner's favorite Bible verse, Genesis 19:5. I'll quote it. It's, of course, the story of Sodom. They called to Lot, "Where are the men who came to you tonight? Bring them out to us so that we can have sex with them." I think the Warner might want to be one of the angels in that situation. I don't know. I'm really sorry all about that evil statement. Oh, the swords part. He put swords on there. We have Al-Zut Akbar. And then no comment there, but thank you. Let's go ahead and check out a little clip of the dude who threatened one of my sons. Here we go. So this is Luke. He's filming Drake having a discussion, and it is seriously weird. Don't be recording me. You're in Times Square screaming that you want attention. That's what this is. It's we want attention. We want attention. We want attention. We want attention. Are you giving us attention? No, we'll hurt you. Watch this.
Wait. So this guy, for some reason, he's standing outside of all the stuff that's happening. He says he's a Muslim. He says he's a Jewish guy. And periodically, somebody would pull him over and get him to like second their statement about something. He's like, yeah, I'm Jewish. So in other words, he's supposed to be an authority. So I started talking to him in Hebrew, and he's like, I don't know Hebrew. But he's over there choking down a cigarette, watching everybody pray. And I mean, it's just odd. Like, how is this? I mean, I guess this is Warner style participation or something, but at least Warner's over there in his row, right?
Yeah. You got people who won't even line up.
He got the fast food shahada.
So Luke came up with the recorder and check out the lady in the background. See the lady there over on the sign? They had to line up right beside the Victoria's Secret model and so on. But yeah, Drake was talking about the Islamic dilemma. Hey, did you know the Quran says we have to believe in the Injil? But let's see. So this was that was the end of that one, and that's when the other guy steps in here in a second. Let's see. Yeah, this guy.
And it says those who don't judge by what they have nothing to say over. That's what the Quran says. It tells you to be a Christian.
Drake out there in Times Square explaining the Islamic dilemma to these guys.
Man, this guy must have been really thirsty, man. He came up and he drank like, woo, woo. And you know what's funny about this guy? He says he does some type of, it's this martial arts that Steven Seagal does.
Oh, Aikido?
Aikido?
Yeah, he says he does Aikido.
Seagal is considered
the most useless martial art?
Yeah.
And then he tried to say the best. I think he had something wrong with him because he tried to say the best fighter is Steven Seagal. So,
oh my goodness! See, I didn't know any of that.
A joke by almost every martial artist I've ever listened to.
Yeah.
Me and this Muslim guy actually were talking, and he came up and was telling us all this, right? And then the Muslim guy's like, "Man, I'm on your side. I don't know what he's talking about. We'll beat them both up." I'm tired.
Well, that's actually interesting because when he threatens my son here, as he's about to do, I'm sitting there thinking, you better have some decent training. You don't have to be a pro or something like that, but you're going to need some decent training because my son is fairly well trained and he's 6'3", 245 or 50 pounds or something like that. So, yeah, he was raised in martial arts from a variety of disciplines. So I was just thinking, if you're going to threaten, I mean, you know, if you're really well trained, you could probably win that one. But you'd better be well trained if you think you're going to actually do something. But these guys seem to like to threaten without doing anything because he's like the Warner. He tosses out a threat but doesn't actually do anything. But let's see here. Let's see.
Hey, let me talk. It's part of the conversation. I'm not going to yell. I'm not going to fight you. Nothing. Take me off the camera before I hurt you, please.
Yeah, so we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We're in a public spot.
All right, so what? I'll talk to you like an adult.
I like that. I'm not going to fight you. I'm not going to fight. He's talking to you. Look, I'm not going to yell at you. I'm not going to fight you. Take that camera off of me before I hurt you.
So confusing.
Wait, what?
And I said right after that, I said, no, we're not going to do that. No, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, so check this out here.
Hey, let me talk.
There's Anthony.
Part of the conversation. I'm not going to yell. I'm not going to fight you. Nothing. Take me off the camera before I hurt you, please.
Yeah, so we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We're in a public spot.
All right, so what? I'll talk to you like an adult.
No,
I'll talk over you.
you just said you were going to hurt.
Glad my son kept the camera on him.
I don't like being on camera. Plain and simple.
Did you hear that though? So Drake breaks it. Drake breaks it down. The situation. Hey, I don't like that. What, you automatically start threatening someone? I don't like being on camera. You're in Times Square screaming for attention. That's what you guys, that's the reason you guys are in Times Square is, hey, entire world, please pay attention to us right now. We want attention. We want attention. We want attention. And then what do? You don't, sort of work your way into the middle of the prayer line so that no one's paying attention to you. You're standing out there talking to people, screaming for attention. Someone points a camera, hey, I don't want attention. I don't want attention. I don't like cameras pointing at me. Come on, dude. He was actually fine when I was talking to him because he was like, he goes to me for some reason. He points to Drake and he goes, okay, he's cool. You're cool. She's not. He points to her too.
I was standing right there when that happened. Yeah. So he was actually hotter before this. Like he got really upset and then sort of stormed off. So I kept watching to see if he was going to make a return trip. Right. And I saw him at one point go around.
Return trip. Like the Warner at the buffet line. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, but I saw him going around the outside on the other side. So I thought he was going to make a huge circuit. But he didn't. But yeah, so he was really hot at one point.
Yeah, I was going to say that wasn't the first time he threatened us because initially there was a bunch of them that ran out and threatened us. Yep.
Wild stuff. All right, let's see what they says here.
Because we're in public.
But I'm not doing this for the likes. We can talk in public.
That's
We're
fine.
adults.
Well,
How would you feel if Muslims pulled up to your church and started?
personally,
You said your church.
but this is not a church.
Yeah, but
This is public.
I actually
that
think
makes no. We're not talking about that.
better.
Regardless of everything.
Can you
Somebody delivered the pizza. You're going to be mad?
Don't worry what my name is.
Okay, so don't worry about
No, no. See, in my estimation,
I didn't ask you what your name is. Yeah, I have a conversation.
So anyway, this discussion goes on for a little while. You can hear some of it, but just
so David, just like you said, that guy right here, the guy who claims to be Jewish, it seems like he's just one of those guys that's in the background. Because look, now he didn't want to talk to me before, but now somehow he has the heart to go and say something to me. How would you feel if somebody came to your church and we're not in a church, so
well.
And it's weird. He kept saying that to everybody because I said the same thing to him. How would you like it if I came up to your church and blah, blah, blah? And I know Anthony has a different response. He's always like, I'd love it if you came to my church. I'd love it if you come to my church.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah. Yeah, but I had the same response that Drake had. Like, you guys are in Times Square. You're in Times Square. I said, this is a flex. You're flexing on people. So are we allowed to respond? Do we have to get your permission to respond here in Times Square? Really like this. We're taking over the world. We're taking over the world. We're taking over New York. You see, Islam will dominate the world. Hey, we want to say something as well. Oh my goodness, we're being persecuted. Why? Do we come to your church?
That's right.
Bunch of punks, man. Hey, yo, hey, you know what the other thing I noticed was? How much we're in these guys' heads. So they literally start off they kick things off by talking about you guys out there. But then he starts running his mouth about me when he sees I'm over there. And he's like making this part. He's got a woman who I think she said her dad's a Muslim, so she's raised as a Muslim and stuff, but wasn't committed. And he said, you need to take your shahada, and she's taking her shahada and stuff. And this was like super impressive of everyone. But this happens, and he's got someone who wants to take the shahada, and he immediately starts talking about me. It's like, how much am I in your head that you've got a woman who says she's ready to take the shahada, and the first thing you start talking about is me? That's what's wild. But go ahead and let's check this out real quick. All right, this should show everyone how much we are in these guys' heads.
While
What's that?
I was going to point out something before you play this clip. So that black gentleman and so-called Jewish guy. So if you notice, everyone is in sajda, right? Everyone is in the middle of their prayer. The black guy simply left the prayer and then walked towards you. He literally left the prayer.
He left the prayer, and the white Jewish Muslim guy never joined it.
Yeah, but one guy, see how important you are, how important it is to him that he wants to tell people he doesn't want to be recorded. He leaves the prayer while rest of the Muslims are in sajda. He wants to express that he doesn't want to be recorded. I'm sure Allah is very pleased with him.
Mm-hmm. Very strong. Very strong. All right, let's check this out, guys.
Shanae, brother, what's your name? Eric. Wait. The rumor is, don't quote me on this, that you're interested in taking your shahada. Is that true? Yeah. Wait. Hold on a second. David Wood didn't hear that. Yo, David! They're trying to take the shahada, gang! Yo, David, where you at? You're trying to take the shahada. Don't worry, I paid them. That's what
it's fun. I need to combine these clips because I got my reaction. I'm just over there talking to him. I'm like, wait, what? What? Is he talking about me? Anyway, let me back it up. David, what? You ready to take your shahada? David! Why would David be worried about that when, oh my goodness, over 70% of reverts to Islam leave within a couple years?
So somebody needs to roll these into some kind of intro, like Warner saying, "You intimidated? Hulk smash. You intimidated? Hulk smash. David.
These guys intimidated? Intimidated? Anyway, here we go. Check this out.
Wait. Hold on a second. David Wood didn't hear that. Yo, David! You're trying to take
hey, what's up?
Yo, David, where you at? You're trying to take the shahada. Don't worry, I paid them. That's what a hater's going to say.
Isn't that amazing? I had no clue who this guy was.
Oh, and remember, you didn't tell people.
He's got someone. I want to take my shahada, David. Wait, what? What are you saying, Anthony?
But remember, he came over to you, right? So,
yeah, I've been trying to find someone who has that video clip because he comes over, and I think it was that dude who threatened my son. I think he ran up to him and said, "Hey, come over and you can have a discussion with David Wood and we can record it." And he comes over, says a couple of words. I put my arm around him. He flips out and then he storms off and refuses to have a conversation.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, weird. But like his face, I want someone who has the clip of his face because there were people recording, but I don't know if they're going to post it. But let's say if you thought the Warner looked enraged when I put my arm around him, I mean his face went like manifesting.
Yeah, it did.
Wild stuff.
He didn't come to debate with you, David. He just came to have a picture with you so that he can go and then use it for his media.
For his Dawa channel. Oh, I would love anyone out there got video footage that I would love for the entire world to see what good buddies I am with this guy. What do you guys say? SQ? SK?
Yeah.
SK? SQ. Okay. I'm going to keep forgetting that because it's just two letters. Let's see.
Sister, wow. Now, just to be clear, did I pay you?
No.
You sure?
No.
I haven't Zelled you, or Venmo'd you, or PayPal'd you.
Are you sure? No.
Eric, brother, talk to me. It is haram in Islam to lie. David Plastic over there is
Except
waiting.
it's not.
He ain't even wood. He
No, it's David Plastic.
Why do they keep
he ain't
saying
even wood.
that? I don't even get what that.
I'm not even wood. I'm just plastic.
Plastic,
I don't
okay.
get the joke, but I mean, I get it. I just think it's a lame. You could come up with better names than that, man. Come on, let's see.
Brother, talk to me. It is haram in Islam to lie. David Plastic over there is waiting. He ain't even wood. He plastic. All right? Did I pay you to do that? Not at all. Are you an agent? No. Are you sponsored by Saudi Arabia? No. Oh my God, he's not. Guys, it's okay. Okay. Before I proceed with this,
I have to say, I find this really interesting. There he is in front of all these Muslims. Someone says, I want to take the shahada. And he instantly starts talking to me. That's wild to me. Well, let's see where this goes.
may I just ask you, what has you interested in Islam?
If I can feel it in my heart, it was meant for us.
Say that again?
It was meant for us.
You said you felt that in your heart.
Yeah. What is it about Islam?
Chicken and rice.
Yeah, it's meant for us. Yeah, that's. You ever notice it's always like things like that? Yeah. I don't know. I don't feel like it. I don't know.
God is one.
Felt right.
Well,
Yeah, God's one. Trinity's confusing.
I got here hungry, and you guys were handing out food.
Yeah, your foods. I'll do anything for a.
That it was meant for you. What about you, sister?
The same. I feel it's meant for me.
Don't scare him, guys. Relax. I'm just kidding with you guys. Before I proceed with these words,
It's crazy. Even conversions are a show to these guys. It's all a show. Everything here is a show. The fasting is a show. The prayer is a show. I even have a clip of him saying, "Let's get the show started." It's like he calls it a show. He actually calls it a show. But the prayer's a show. The fasting's a show. It's in Times Square for a show. The Zabibas are a show, and reversions are a show. It's all show. Show.
I'm going to actually say them in Arabic. I'm going to go very slowly, snail pace. Then I'm going to also
kind of fast forward through this. He's doing the
Allah. Wa ashhadu anna Muhammad abduhu wa rasul Allah. Takbir! Oh, you big man. Okay, never mind. Sorry, I got ADHD. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm gonna repeat in English, okay? I bear witness. There's no God worthy of worship.
except Muhammad.
Except Allah.
And the only way you worship him is by mindlessly obeying everything Muhammad says. So let me put Muhammad in here so you know.
And I bear witness. Prophet Muhammad. Peace be upon him. Is the servant. And messenger. Of Allah. Takbir! Oh, you big man, aren't you? You big man, David Plastic. You big man. Okay. Now let me just explain something to you, okay?
It's so weird.
You see that before, after. David, this is all a show for you, David. This is for you. That's what we really care about. This is weird stuff to me.
Public display of David Plastic.
Imagine being the person for whom this is like an important moment.
Yeah,
right?
you have this event. You have this recorded. Hey guys, I want to record. Make sure you record my shahada. David Wood. He mentioned David Wood more times than he mentioned Allah or Muhammad.
Mm-hmm. Imagine somebody like her family is a Muslim, and she shows him, look, I took the shahada, and then they start looking up David Wood.
Yep.
Then they leave Islam.
So if someone is serious about their shahada, right, they wouldn't turn up the show where shaklabans are walking around and then say, oh, let me take my shahada. They would turn up the mosque because there is like discipleship study needs to take place, right? They need to teach them how to do prayer. They need to give them those maps that like putting together stuff, those rugs, all the very basics. They need to put those people in the sister circle, all those very basics. If someone is serious about their faith, it wouldn't be taking place in a street where all the half-naked people around you.
Yeah, seems
and
like.
All about David Wood. Your shahada is all about David Wood.
Yeah, your remember, whoever you were, your shahada was all about me.
The next time she sees a shahada, she's like, "What? They forgot to mention the David Plastic part."
I have to say, every time this happens, or like they run out and start flipping out on me and start yelling stuff at me and stuff like that, I don't think they realize how kind of like encouraging that is. And what I mean is, at the end of the day, I never feel like what I'm doing is super important. And I think it's connected to like, even before I was a Christian, like when I get my testimony, I would always like think like, okay, here's this giant universe. And then like our galaxy is just like a pathetic little speck in the universe. And then our sun is like a pathetic little speck in the pathetic little speck that is our galaxy. And then like our Earth, I mean, what is that? It's this little piece of dust going around there. And then we're like these little blobs of cells thinking that we're important. So that was like ingrained in my thinking, like all my life. It's just nothing we do affects anything. I could like kill 1,000 people or help 1,000. It doesn't matter. None of this matters in the grand scheme of things. Then I become a Christian and I think, oh no, human beings are important. We're the image of God. But I still like see things from like this bird's eye view of like, it's a huge world and there's all this human history and stuff. Like I'm like this little dot in all of this. And yet everywhere I go, hey, we're having this big event in Times Square. David Wood, you're more important than Allah. I'm like, whoa, huh. Maybe all these videos are having a huge impact somewhere. Huh, interesting. Fun times, man, fun times.
That's right.
All right, guys, I don't know what your schedule's like. You probably don't want to go spend all night here, but we could go rapid fire through a few more clips. We do have our clips where we were standing in front of everybody. We're standing in front of everyone. I posted these next couple of clips.
And where was the intimidating Warner?
Yeah, where was he?
Everybody else was intimidated.
I'll tell you where he was. He was bowing down to us. Isn't that weird? After all that stuff he said, then he literally bows down to us. I just find that weird.
Yeah, if we were gonna take our shot, we could have took our shot when they were praying, like what happened to Muhammad's family, right? Didn't they all get massacred while they were praying?
Oh, not pretty. Not pretty.
At all. By other Muslims too.
Here's Anthony standing in front of Muslims while they're praying. But Muhammad didn't say a Christian nullifies your prayers. Let's see what Anthony says here.
In Revelation 3, the Lord Jesus Christ said that he would cause those who are of the synagogue of Satan to bow down at the feet of his people. These Muslims decided not to wait until that day. They're so excited that they're decided to do it now.
You fucking hate them and you kill them. Move from here, move from here. Okay. Move from here.
Weird stuff.
Bow down. There you go.
Weird stuff.
Good little...
Anthony's just standing there and all these guys start bowing down to him. It's crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. And then of course, then Hatun was standing up there. So
now it gets worse.
Oh,
it gets worse.
Oh yeah, this is bad. This is bad. Let's see why, ladies and gentlemen.
وقالوا سمعنا وأطعنا غفرانك ربنا وإليك المصير.
Stop cousin marriage! We don't support that crap. And free or run!
That was this Asian dude who kept yelling "Stop cousin marriage" and stuff.
He sounded like Morty from Rick and Morty. It was hilarious. I don't know if you guys know that cartoon, but that's what he sounded like.
I know my son Luke used to watch that, but no, I've never seen it.
Yeah.
Let's see. He told me it was the characters were like based on Back to the Future, so it's yeah.
So,
anyway,
عليها ما اكتسبت ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أو أخطأنا ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا
Don't you guys have too many Muslim countries?
ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين الله أكبر
Allah is false prophet, Muhammad is false prophet. I am standing here in front of Muslims. Can you see? They are getting down to ruku for me. Now they are gonna go down to sajda for me and for this lovely dog.
And here we have why that's a problem. Muhammad said the prayer is severed by a woman, a dog, and a donkey.
That's right.
Just wanted to point out something. Are you able to go back to the prayer time in that video? I just noticed something. So when men are praying, little bit back. So look at the, if you pause it, so the black gentleman with the brownish coat next to black, so his hands are supposed to be like, you can't see him, but like his hands are not in the same spot with other Muslim men's hands are. So he's not like doing proper prayer.
Wait, none of them are doing proper prayer, Hatun.
Yeah.
None of them. They're not supposed to be praying there. Anthony, I mean, it's already been pointed out, and what?
No. This is the front row.
Yeah. But he's balancing out the
front.
Warner. He's balancing out the Warner. Remember, he's on the other end looking at his phone.
Yeah, he's over there checking out pictures.
Same time, but that's his MO, so.
Yeah, they're not supposed to be doing prayers in a public roadway, which they are. So that's a command from Muhammad. They're breaking. Not supposed to be facing a woman or a dog, let alone both. They're in Times Square, surrounded by things that they would regard as haram, and that's where they want to be. And it's just like, do you guys even care? Do you even care what your prophet said? Doesn't seem like it. Seems like flexing on people is just more important to them. So anyway, I would say this guy's hand position is like the least of everyone's worries. But
No, that's what you think. But if you are not getting like, I can't say those things in your live stream, but like if you have to get all your body positions correct, even when you go to sajda, like there are clips they are teaching Muslims like how their private part needs to hold when they go down, sit for the prayer thing, and you are telling me like, oh, their hands is the list. Well, I don't think Allah thinks like that. At this stage, none of those prayers are like acceptable.
You're messing up the show.
Yeah,
guys, tan. With your hands down? What's wrong with you?
Someone in the chat says, don't make fun of other religions. If you can't make fun of this...
You're just saying don't make fun of anything ever. Yeah. We reject that. We reserve the right to make fun of stuff that needs to be made fun of. Anyway, let's play the end of this real quick.
Allah is false prophet, Muhammad is false prophet. I am standing here in front of Muslims. Can you see? They are getting down to ruku for me. Now they are gonna go down to sajda for me and for this lovely dog.
Prayer severed by a woman, a dog, and a donkey. All those prayers were severed. Hatun, we need to try that again at some point, but we need you sitting on a donkey with a dog. Sitting on a donkey, holding a dog. And that would be the trifecta right there. And
maybe
then we'll see.
We can get, obviously we're going to have a tough time getting an actual donkey, but we can get one of those donkeys on a pole. Remember those things that you have a stick and then it has a donkey head on it? I don't know if you've ever seen those.
I know a friend who's got a donkey and he's got a car. We can get that. Yeah.
We're not talking about in Turkey.
No, not in Turkey. He doesn't live that far from New York, so.
And I have since Anthony did it and Hatun did it, I decided to go ahead and do it as well. So here was mine. Mine's shorter. Let's see.
Christians are the temple of God's Holy Spirit. So at least when they're bowing down in our direction, they are facing the presence of God in us.
Yeah, you think, you don't want someone bowing down to a mere human being, but, they're normally bowing down to a pagan cube. At least when they're bowing down facing a Christian has the Spirit of God within him or her. And so, it's a step up. It's a step up from just sheer absolute paganism. They're at least bowing down facing the temple of God.
These need to be made shorts so that
I hadn't thought about that.
Spread
I still
far
don't even know
and wide for the Muslims, so they know.
Don't be talking about spreading far and wide when we're talking about the Warner, man.
Well,
come on.
But we need this to stick in their head, so they have to perpetually be worried that they're bowing down in the direction of a woman, a dog.
Oh, you're right.
Christian.
Yeah, so sending a message to them. Yeah, that is good. That is good. Hey, you know what's interesting? You've got. Let me see if I can find that comment. I'm wondering if he was spamming it, but yeah, there was a Muslim. He was saying there's no God but Allah, but I think that was the same Muslim saying you shouldn't make fun of other people's religions.
I was using that a lot because they were saying that to us, like, "Oh, why you talk about our religion?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's talking about another religion bad. Like, say if I called you a devil, would you be, upset about that?" And I would hit him with the Quran verse.
Yeah, and the reason I was like, it seems so hypocritical. You shouldn't talk about other religions. You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do that. That's exactly what these dudes. This dude would do it. He would complain about people talking. They would complain about people talking Islam. They're poor. Well, we're poor victims here. We're poor victims. We're poor victims. But then he would turn right around and start going after Christians. And so watch. He's saying, "Oh, these people are not real Christians. They aren't real Christians." Watch what he says about a real Christian.
You say that this is a free country.
What's that?
Somebody else in the chat said you should make fun of fake religions.
Yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So look, people showed up who disagreed with Islam, and he starts moaning and wailing about this is a free country. This is a free country. It's still like shocking to me, like either how dumb they are or like just how deceptive. He's either massively deceptive or he's just a complete idiot. If you say anything against his religion, you're interfering with his freedom of speech. Like, what are you talking about? You as a Muslim have freedom of speech. So does the person who makes fun of your religion. That person also has freedom of speech. And yet we have freedom of speech, so we're allowed to say here. And if you say anything against us, you're violating our freedom of speech somehow. Look at this.
You say that this is a free country. You say there's freedom of religion. You say there's a freedom of speech. But the moment the devils start hearing the Quran, they start reacting. They start acting like fish jumping out the water. They start behaving in a way that is not representative of them. Do you think this is the behavior of a Christian?
Yeah, Christians would never expose a false prophet and a false gospel. It would never happen. We just say, there's a false religion with a false prophet trying to violently subjugate the world and completely destroy the image of God wherever they go. Total death cult. But you know what? We love it. We love it. And we would never criticize it. What Bible is this dude reading?
He referenced Christians acting like fish jumping out the water, but when his boy was on the side giving Dawa, that was more like a whale that was trying to jump out of the water. But he's lucky I didn't bring him on shore.
Yeah, it was like that Free Willy movie, man. That Free Willy movie when Willy took off out of the water to escape.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like
I was going to drag him on shore though.
Yeah. So look, he just said, we're not true Christians. The Christians who expose false prophets and false religions aren't real. By the way, look at the chick with her lips in the background. See the lips back there? See hot lips back there. Yeah.
Everybody knows Muhammad loved blondies.
Yeah, he did. But anyway, he says we're not real Christians. Then watch what he says true Christians are.
Do you think our actual Christian brothers and sisters behave like this? No. These are the extremist far-right versions of the Christians. This isn't what Christianity teaches you. What did Christianity teach you? Let me teach you. Let me show you something. Come and bring your cheek over here so I can slap it and you can turn the other cheek. That's what Christianity teaches you, don't it? Or you know what Christianity teaches you? I'll talk to you about that a little bit later.
How you doing, bro?
Yes.
Did y'all catch that? Hey, Christians who are exposing a false prophet, they're not the real Christians. Real Christians would never expose the most obvious false prophet in history and expose his fake gospel and so on. Would never happen. You know what a real Christian is? Hey, here, come over here so I can slap you in your face. That would be a real Christian, just sitting there being slapped in the face by Muslims.
Yep. Sounds about right.
And then notice he just said there, he said, you know what Christianity is? I'll tell you about that in a little bit. Well, he got back to Christianity, and here's what he's saying about Christianity. I'm just saying this because guess what? If we say anything about Islam, we're bad, we're evil, blah, blah, blah. He's got the mic, and here's him.
You see, my brothers and sisters, I expect that behavior from him. You understand? I expect that behavior of disrespecting the prophet from him, but I do not expect that behavior of disrespecting the prophet from you. You see, my brothers and sisters, I cannot blame a moron who doesn't know anything about Islam. That's his job, to not understand and to try to say the nastiest of things about our prophets. But what about you? Don't you understand Islam? Don't you understand the significance? So when his name is mentioned, I want it to come from your core and your chest. And I want you to say it from your heart. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. You see?
You got this? So, he's setting the stage. Hey, I expect this from bad people, but you guys have to be respectful. And then he's going to go on to Christians not actually being respectful.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us that it is not for you to just say salawat upon him, but he and the angel says as well. Brother Faisal, could you recite that ayah of how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala praises the prophets and salutations and the angels as well?
Wait. It's so funny. He said that where Allah praises the prophet. It's actually praise, praise on or praise for, depending on the translation. So they're quoting Allah, that Allah and the angels pray for Muhammad or on Muhammad here, but he said praises. You'll have others say, no, sends blessings on. They can't make up their minds about it because it's not what the word means. It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean praises or sends blessings upon or any of this other stuff. Watch, and this dude starts talking over the recitation of the Quran. So he's got a guy reciting the Quran, and watch this. He just starts talking over him. Watch. Hey, check out the butt in the background, everyone. This is where they chose to go. They chose to go blondie with her butt sticking up. You see, this is where we want to pray. Welcome to Islam. Oh, that wasn't where. No, it was another part where he started speaking over the guy.
Wow, mashallah, barakallah. Brothers, I'm telling you right now, they can say the nastiest of things, the harshest of things. But indeed, Allah and his angels even send salawat upon him.
There he gave the word, salawat, his prayers. Allah and his angels pray.
They can draw him all they want. It doesn't raise his value anymore than when Allah is praising him himself. They can curse him all he wants. Does it hurt us? Yes, it hurts us, stings us a little bit.
Yeah, just say it right. They can say whatever they want about Muhammad because Allah's praying for him. He's in Allah's prayers, man. Allah's praying really hard for Muhammad, so.
Just a little bit, it hurts us because imagine someone said something about your mama. You'd feel a certain way, wouldn't you? You'd feel a certain way if someone spoke about your father that way, your mother that way. They don't have that understanding. They're so busy, they don't have respect for their own religion. They called Lot what? Someone who committed incest.
Do you hear that? Lot. That's his go-to move to show that we actually, we don't respect prophets. Muslims of the world, let me tell, Lot is not a prophet in the Bible. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. For one, just think about it. Lot wasn't offering the two men who appeared to the men of Sodom so they could join the Illuminati. Right? That's what you find in a different religion. The followers of that religion are inclined to that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. Called Lot what? Someone who committed incest. This is their religion. This is what their beliefs are. That the best of prophets were doing the heinous and...
He just called him the best of prophets. He called Lot, who's not a prophet at all in the Bible, the best of prophets. Catch that?
That's why he'll never debate anybody.
No chance.
They hold a murder weapon on their necks.
He's talking about us wearing the cross.
This is the best.
He said we hold the murder weapon on our necks.
Business they're on. They draw their prophet. They draw their God. So are you surprised that they try to draw our prophet? Are you really surprised that they say the nastiest things? No, my brothers and sisters. You have to understand that this is a Dawa event. We're here to educate people about Islam. We want to teach people, and the first thing is through our character. So
through your character.
Engagement I want to give them and anyone else. It's time for us to kick off our show right now.
Their character?
Kick off our show.
Yeah.
Their character. Hey, what are you looking at? Huh? What's up? What? Let's fight. Oh, you point the camera at me. Oh, I'll hurt you. And then constantly lying, whining, run into the cops. This is the character that is supposed to impress us?
The failed Dawa takeover. They failed it. You know what? And I'm glad to be part of the team that took them down with 5 people. That's right.
So he's talking about they say the nastiest things about our prophet. Blah, 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 blah. He never says those things are not correct.
They say the nastiest things about our prophet. They say that he had sex with a 9-year-old girl. Oh, wait, he did.
They say the nastiest things about our prophet. And then when they're done quoting our sources,
they draw our prophet.
Oh, what a religion.
It's like, don't tell lies about us and we won't tell the truth about Muhammad.
I saw there was a comment on someone was asking where are the females.
Wait. No, I haven't. Where's that video? I've got that video. Hang on.
While David is trying to find the video, they were there. Why they were there? And also, I'm sure you already picked up, Mr. Muslim was already talking about like how Islam honors the woman, all those kind of things. That
I got it right here.
Put back. Yeah.
Yeah, let's check out the clip. So it was just funny that as he's proclaiming Islam gave women rights and so on, I was in the process of filming a video, kind of, okay, it's men, and then women all the way back here. But anyway, then I got the clip of him actually saying it, and then you can hear him saying it as I'm walking around. But here it is. Check this out.
You see, I told you Islam oppresses women. You're standing up, the sisters can't see. Brothers, sit down. You're here oppressing the women. Oh, Muslims. Oh, no women's right. Please.
This guy's like the worst person to lead
Islam
this.
is the religion that gave the women their rights.
Notice we got men.
When you spread the deen of Islam, it bothers people. Why? You say that this is a free country. You say there's freedom of religion. You say there's a freedom of speech.
Men.
But the moment the devils
Men, and then
start
all
carrying
the way.
on, they start reacting. They start acting.
All the way
like
back
fish
here, we got some
jumping
women.
up the water. They start behaving in a way that is not
I got the women closed off back here.
representative of them.
Women all the way back here.
This is the behavior of a Christian. Do you think our
Oh, those are men.
brothers and sisters behave like this? No.
Women back here.
These are the extremist far-right versions of the...
So in those ladies section, beside ladies, what did they have? Kids. Woman's job is to make sure you look after the kids when we do our prayers or when we are checking out women's lip on the screens. So they put the kids with the ladies. Ladies are looking at those kids, all this. And then we saw ladies turn up with like proper makeup. Even I didn't have that much makeup. Imagine like how bad that means, right? They turn up with full makeup. Some of them didn't even have their scarf. They were like, they start covering as they are gonna go and sit down there. And then what did they get? Back of the line with the kids.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, at one time, it was like they were coming and they had their scarf like in their bag or something. Like, oh, it's time to, it's time to pray, time to put my scarf on. Let me wear my hair out the whole time.
That's all right. Even though they tossed women in the back, they were all bowing down to one. And she was holding a dog. And they will be reminded of that forever. What do you think, guys? Should we wrap up? The clip I have remaining is like at the end when all the loudmouths surrounded us. Should we watch a minute or two of that or something like that? I don't know.
I don't know how it would have come out. It was pretty loud. We'll see, but
well, without the big megaphone, it's probably actually better. Let's take these super chats, and then we'll just check out a minute or two. And if people are interested, we can always revisit it at some point. But have you seen Nate Friedman's video interviews from Times Square? Just the one that he posted with Anthony. Do you see that, Anthony?
If it's the one, I don't know whose it was. I did. Somebody sent me something, and I looked at it real quick. I don't know if that's the same person.
Yeah, so someone sent me the video with Anthony, but I'm guessing he recorded a bunch from that day. So, Night of Al Zut Court. Oh, that was you talking about Night Court earlier.
Yeah,
Night of Al Zut Court is better. Al Zut Shido. That's Warner's martial art. David, your son is based. He did well at Quran Demolition Ranch too. Yeah, I say that all my sons got a different weird part of my psychology. This one got the complete lack of fear of any sort of consequences in any situation. Let's see. I would love to pretend to take my shahada on the mic and be like, "She was 9 years old." On the mic. That would be funny. Yay! We've got Dawa Troll here. He said he wants to take a shahada. What do you say? She was 9 years old. That would be pretty based.
David Plastic told me.
Giga Jai says, up the butt once or twice, living in Warner's paradise, running fast from Drake in a fight, living in a living in a Warner's paradise, hit the buffet every night. Up the butt once or twice, living in Warner's paradise. Running fast from Drake in fight, living in a Warner's paradise. Hit the buffet every night.
Where's Coolio when you need him?
Shahada is the tremor in sphincter after Ramadan. This is really weird stuff, man. Some of Anthony's fans showed up. Imagine if every time someone got saved, we're calling out Dawa guys saying, "You see, people still like us, you big man, how you like me now, yeah, in your face, Ali Dawa, in your face." Greg Laurie be like, "Take that, Dawa," at Harvest, yeah. Anthony, tips for preaching at Mardi Gras, Sydney.
Oh, man, just be bold, clear, accurate. One thing, Hatun and I were talking about this a little bit because I've often thought about the usefulness of street preaching in the sense that I've seen people preaching and people walking by or driving by, and I'm thinking that person caught 2 sentences. And I'm thinking, you think of this as a message, right? That has a consistency to it, right? There's a beginning, a middle, and end, but that's not what people are hearing, right? They're hearing a little snippet out of it. So I'm thinking, I don't know how effective some of this is. And Hatun was making a good point that these things probably need to be kept like little tiny sermons, right? Like Book of Acts length sermons. You read in the Book of Acts, you could read a sermon of Peter. Now, those may well be
sort of condensed
versions, but I think it's a good example, right? I mean, what are you going to do? It's 2 minutes, so that you can get something substantial out there. And then you just sort of are sort of cycling something like that, right? Or maybe you have 4 or 5 little mini sermons, and you're sort of recycling them.
So good advice there. Since you might not have people's attention for very long, prepare some very, very quick to the point sermons. So then, more concerned about their profit than their God. No worries, got it. Yeah, that's pretty Islam-ish right there. There's a good short vid through our character clip, then show clips of all their nasty behavior. Oh, I like that. Show because of our character, and then we just show all the clips of them like threatening people and stuff like that. That's a good one. That's a good idea right there.
Really good.
Yeah. Super sticker. Yeah. Pair character lifting some weights. That's good. Thank you. What a panel you have here, Sir David. But AP is missing. He's on vacation. He's on a little break. He'll get it back together. All right, guys, we want to wrap up. Let's just check out the after party. So this is when things broke up and then they came over at us. This actually went on for hours. But we'll check out a little bit just so you can get a feel for the kind of vibe here.
Just like David Wood. David Wood. He loves Zionist cock. He loves Jeffrey Epstein, right? He puts Israel first. If Jesus was alive, he would spit in his face. And the Talmud says that Jesus is burning in feces. What do you think about that, David Wood?
We condemn that.
Why don't you go suck the rabbi's dick, since you like it? Rabbi Schneerson's dick, and become a Zionist.
Rabbi Schneerson?
This is right after their super pious Ramadan prayer.
Yeah. Yeah, so guys, this is what things were like right afterwards. And I just have to say, with this guy, first cousin marriage, guys, stop it. Stop the first cousin marriage. It has bad consequences. And this is Exhibit A, in my case, against first cousin marriage.
Love Jesus either.
Is that what you do in your free time? No. Me, I fuck. You suck. Come suck. How about that? Yes.
That's what. This is the religion of peace.
This is the religion of defense. I'm defending my religion. I'm not a pacifist like the pacifist over there.
You just told this woman that you fuck and you suck. What the fuck is that?
That means, listen, man. She says that I do my free time. I just answer the question. God bless America.
Jesus says you will know them by their fruits.
Yes.
And your fruits.
We know by your fruits that you guys are Israeli agents. You don't. What did Jesus say about interest?
Israel.
What? No, wrong. What did you say about interest? What did Jesus say about interest? What did he do when he went to the temple? What did he do? Flip the tables.
Yes.
Flip the tables. You know why? Because interest is slavery according to Jesus. But in Christian countries, in quotations, America, France, England, Germany.
We all need Islamic banking, ladies and gentlemen.
They have usury, interest. Why don't you speak out against the Jewish bankers?
I'll speak
Why
up
don't you
against
speak
Jews,
out against the Jewish Zionist bankers? I dare you.
Christians speak up against
If
Israel.
Jesus was alive, he would be appalled to see how America, France, Germany, they have legalized indecency, immorality, and how we have interest in the...
Let's see. He's going to be talking about banking here for a while.
Wait,
Let's see if
wait.
What?
Oh,
what?
Well, he was talking to me. I'm just wondering if you caught the clip where I'm talking about his foul mouth.
Oh, let's see.
And how we have interest in the nation.
Marrying little girls.
So, yeah,
You?
like your president, like Trump, like Bill Clinton.
He said, like your president, Trump married a little girl. Okay.
Trump, the founder of Christianity, right?
Huh? Yeah.
Trump, the founder of Christianity, right?
Yeah.
American.
Okay,
I'm
and
against
it's your
Trump.
president, too.
No, you're right.
But it's not.
Hey, Hatun, I know this guy starts saying, Rebecca was 3, Rebecca was 3, Rebecca was 3. Was this the guy that he tried to, when we challenged him to prove it, he looked it up and he went to Chat GPT and it said, no, this is false? And was that
No,
the
it's-
situation?
No, that was
that's
different.
him. No,
that was a different guy.
It's definitely him. It's definitely him.
Yeah,
No,
he
but
went
as far as who looked it up, it could have been a different guy who looked it up, right?
He looks it up. Oh, not this guy right here on the thing. The guy that's yelling, the first cousin marriage guy. He looked it up, and Hatun was looking over his shoulder.
he went to chat. He went to Google and then write like reference of Rebecca being 3, and then it was saying like, no, Rebecca was not 3. And then he didn't come back on that. But Anthony pointed something. I think let me emphasize so that we don't miss it. So they just ate. He's not hungry anymore.
Yeah, it's
They
like,
just-
what's your excuse for being enraged, dude?
Yeah, and like he's not hungry anymore. And they spend few hours for their show of prayer, all that. They were fed sermon. Doesn't matter you like the sermon or not. Doesn't matter sermon calls David plastic or something. Doesn't matter what the sermon says, but they were fed by the sermon. And what is that? Result of being fed, result of praying, result of hearing what Islam teaches. We get to meet with this gentleman. I had to Google certain words he were using. I knew they were bad words, but I just like, okay, let me check what is this. So that's what Islam does in holiest time of the year.
Yeah, so
Purity is amazing. You want to run away.
yeah, so you were Google searching things that this guy was saying, just like back when Muhammad Hijab was running his mouth and people were having to look up like golden showers and stuff like that. They're going, oh my goodness, I can't believe I just had to look that up and all this weird stuff. But now,
now it's in your search history.
Yeah, the Warner's going to sue us, and they're going to, as part of Discovery, want to check your search history, and they're going to be, see, even Christians are like us, constantly searching for these things. Let's watch a few more.
You're right. We shouldn't marry them. We should just sodomize them like David did, right? That's what's right, right?
David isn't the example of Christianity. David is not the example Jesus is.
Yes, according to no, David would.
Your prophet.
We should sodomize them like David would.
Jesus is the
My
example.
prophet. If my prophet, whatever my prophet did, I support him because there's a wisdom.
Don't pretend like you condemn it.
The prophet Muhammad did not marry a pedophile. He did not marry a guy.
He married a 6-year-old.
Oh my goodness.
Ramadan.
This is like a New Year's party.
The peace of
God. Jesus is
The Peace of Ramadan. Oh my goodness, look at it. This is Times Square, guys. Hang on.
Jesus is Lord. Jesus is Lord. Israel or Jesus first?
Jesus first.
Okay.
Obviously.
Israel curses
You're
Jesus.
assuming that your agenda has something to do with what we're talking about
We
here.
actually follow the religion of Jesus.
You don't follow Jesus. Jesus
Israel.
Let's see if anyone
So
else.
that
gets
guy
in
in the red beanie that was just right here.
Oh, yeah,
he's
he's
the one that
scumbag.
said.
He's
He's
a
the one that said,
knucklehead.
"Step near me, and I'm gonna punch you in the face." And I'm
gosh.
thinking,
Said it to who?
first of all, he said this to me.
What?
I said, first of all,
he drunk?
you have a Christian company on your shirt.
Oh yeah,
Remember
he got
that?
embarrassed.
Remember that? Yeah,
He
he
got
got real
embarrassed.
embarrassed. He got embarrassed because I told him he was doing his prayer with a Christian shirt on, and then I said, nobody wants to talk to you anyway. But he's like, yeah, step near me. I'm like, whoa, I'm supposed to be scared now.
Let's see what these guys are saying now.
No, you 3 years old. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Oh, is that when he said 3-year-old and this idiot beside him is agreeing? Guys, they are sitting here saying this about an actual biblical prophet. And actually, you're implicating multiple prophets. So you're implicating Isaac and saying he did something with a 3-year-old. And you're saying that Abraham sent his servant to go get a bride. And so Abraham sent his servant to go get a 3-year-old. And Moses is the one who's writing about this. And so Moses is writing about getting a 3-year-old and so on. And these guys just love to, keep in mind, they're lying about Isaac, Abraham, Moses, and claiming to respect all of them.
According to Judaism, you could Google this, search this up. You can marry at the age of 3.
No, you
3 years old. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Look at this idiot behind him. I mean, the idiot beside him with the beanie. He'll just agree with anything, even though it's complete idiotic nonsense. These guys are liars. This is Ramadan. Yeah, we're going to sit out here and we're going to lie.
This guy was smoking the Warner's weed.
Yeah, he was.
He found it in the Quran. He opened it up and there was a hole in it. He's like, I gave the wrong Quran away.
Look at these guys. Look at these guys' faces. This is after like hours of sitting there and hearing about Islam and how beautiful Islam is and how your character is the real Dawa and so on. And listen to them here.
You're contradicting!
Look at how insane these guys look.
That's your screenshot, Anthony. Look at these guys.
Yeah.
I mean, that's your thumbnail, man. You need a thumbnail and you post some of this.
Hey, I wonder if that guy's from Club Pyru.
Yeah, Malik will watch Malik. He likes to take credit for other stuff that other people do. Malik will be on here like, yeah, you see, I sent in Club Pyru to humiliate these dudes.
This shot looks like some eternal rats are trying to crawl up out of it right now.
Yeah, guys. So this is what Times Square was like after the Ramadan prayers.
Look at you weirdos! You guys all possessed.
Make sure this goes on YouTube.
Anthony said, he goes, "Look at you weirdos! You all possessed."
Make sure this goes on YouTube.
What's going on?
Bring your proof. Tell me what.
Bring your proof.
Muhammad Hijab, I was here.
Look, he's Muhammad Hijab fan. He starts saying, "Hey, Muhammad Hijab, I love Muhammad Hijab." Oh. They act like him. Actually, I need to turn the volume down because this is let's see.
Look, he's looking on his phone. I think he's looking for the.
Oh, is that when he's looking it up?
Where he's doing it.
I didn't say she's married to a 6-year-old. Why put words in my mouth?
You said according to the Torah.
No, I said according to the Torah, you can marry at the age of 3 and rape at the age of...
He just said according to the Torah.
Yeah.
He just said it according to the Torah that his God affirms. Okay, show us. Let's see.
Where did Jesus marry?
about Jesus. Jesus is the God of the Old Testament. Didn't he take 32 child virgins in the book of Numbers? What are you talking about? Huh? That's true. In the book of Numbers. Oh, weren't 32 of them dedicated to the Lord Yahweh? Who is Jesus Christ according to you, right? The book of Numbers.
Let's see the proof. Let's see the proof.
You can go to your other little red herring. Bring the proof.
And 32 of them.
Notice that's the other thing they would do. They make some ridiculous claim. We'd say bring the proof, and they go on to another claim, and then we'd say bring the proof, and they'd say go, and that's just how it would go. It's the Dawa whack-a-mole. Okay, he's still looking there.
They would talk to each other and agree with each other, like, oh
yes, right, yes. All prophets are pedophile, good, all prophets do this, they all do it. We respect prophets, but they all do this, that's right, you're right, all prophets pedophile, that's true, do it, it's good, yeah. It's Dawa.
Why is Jesus coming back as your Messiah, not Muhammad?
SubhanAllah. Why are you running from it?
Bring the proof.
Why are you running from it?
I'm wondering.
Why are you running from it?
Running from what, dude? Let's see. Does this go anywhere?
Made up argument.
Show me where Jesus married a child. He didn't marry anybody.
Wait. Is Jesus the God of the Old Testament?
Of course, I'm Googling it. What? Jesus is the son
there, look, he's saying he's Googling it right there.
But I think Hatun's about to point out that he's hiding what it actually said already.
Okay, let's see.
That's a lie! Is Jesus the God of the Old Testament?
Is Jesus the God of the Old Testament?
David, answer. Is Jesus the God of the Old Testament?
Absolutely.
I don't want to do it. And was the God of the Old Testament?
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't realize he was saying some nasty stuff to Hatun. This would have got medieval real quick. I would have just started saying way worse stuff about his prophet.
Given. Wait.
Argument you're going to make.
He just agreed that Jesus is the God of the Old Testament. Thank you. Welcome to Ramadan.
Show it. I don't have to show you that shit. You fought? Wait, so I have a question. Excuse me? The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the best man on earth. What, you hypocrite?
Yeah, Muhammad's the best man on earth. according to this guy and his standard of morality.
How is he the best man on earth? Even in the Quran, Jesus did not sin.
Okay? Muhammad never sinned either.
He just said Muhammad never sinned. Muhammad was told repeatedly in the Quran to repent, and then in the Hadith he had to repent over and over again throughout the day of his sins. Weird, since he's sinless according to this guy.
Oh, it says Allah forgave you of your past and future sins.
Dang, he quoted him. He quoted the Quran. He quoted the Quran. He said he never sinned, and Allah says Allah's forgiven you of your past and what?
He gives like the lamest answer. Watch what he says.
Yeah, I didn't remember this. Let's see.
What does it mean he sinned?
So if someone forgives you, how are they going to forgive you?
Allah has forgiven you your past and future sins. Oh, well, that doesn't mean he sinned.
You can't seriously be calling him a retard because your prophet said
he
was forgiven.
Can I ask you a question or no?
He's just a Christian.
When it comes to mistakes, there were mistakes of not sins. No prophet has sinned.
Now he's calling
him a prophet sins, they're not a prophet.
Because he thinks Muhammad.
It said if a prophet sins, he's not a prophet, and yet Muhammad sinned.
Again, he's not a Christian.
Yes, he is a prophet.
That he sinned.
Are you okay?
If you wage dozens of wars, you didn't get any.
Can I answer this question? I love this question. Please. So, how did the war start?
Why aren't you dealing with the original issue?
I'm going to come back to he brought it up.
All right, I think I've seen enough. Unless anything else you want to see in here, guys? Let's see. Going through here, and don't know what I'm seeing.
He's lying. He's lying about a prophet. This is Islam. Lying about a prophet. Claiming to serve God. Lying about a prophet. Show it.
Isaac is your prophet.
Isaac
is your prophet.
So you don't follow Ishaq.
Hold on.
Isaac is your prophet.
Yeah. I need his salat.
Right here, right now.
Look. I was told to bring the evidence from the book of Numbers. We have the book of Numbers.
Isaac being 3.
Wait. I was told to bring this evidence.
Oh yeah, he's going. It said Isaac being 3, and he's switching to numbers here. Let's see. What? Look at these guys. It is funny the environment we're in.
They want to be on camera, though. They want to be on camera.
Yeah, they do love being on camera. They're saying Sheikh Uthman, everybody's running from him. It's like, what planet does this dude live on? God Logic actually has to chase Sheikh Uthman around the world.
Sheikh Uthman! He's not here! You lost! He's not here! He's not here! Are you wearing diapers right now? Are you wearing diapers?
Bringing up satanic stuff.
Are you wearing diapers?
That's crazy.
Do you condemn?
He's worshiping God, but bringing up the devil. Bringing up the devil. Of course.
You possessed. Hey,
you have some horns with that red hat.
He didn't marry a 6-year-old.
Welcome to Ramadan 2026. It's going to be the best Ramadan ever. What? No, I'm not your prophet. I'm not your prophet. I know you're not my prophet. You're my slave. You're a slave. You make a good slave. You make a good slave. I mean, yeah, you're not smart. Good slave. We might put you in manual labor. It's better. You're a good slave. Yeah, you know about 9-year-olds, man. I mean, look, man. You guys know about 9-year-olds. I mean, we know that a lot of white people, they do pedophilia in Delaware, Joe Biden, Trump. In America, you white people. I'm allowed to condemn it. You can't condemn it, man, because your prophet was a pedophile. What about the jihadist sex slaves? You know most of the pedophiles are in Israel, right? Most pedophiles are in Israel. We condemn pedophilia. Let's go get them. Let's go get them. Let's arrest them. Let's get them.
It's pretty funny. I'm sitting in the middle of a bunch of Muslims and just calling their prophet a pedophile.
It's like an album cover.
I didn't even remember that.
NWA album cover or something.
That's right. Gangster. Straight gangster.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, this went on for a little while, and it was cool. Then the hotheads got distracted and so on. And then it broke down into some actual good conversation.
They just finished praying. This is how they roll.
What was in that, bro?
Imagine, this is the power of Ramadan. This is the power of the prayer. Look at the months of this man.
You're a shaitan.
How can I be shaitan? Pull yourself together. During Ramadan, Allah keeps the shaitans, puts them in chain. I am here. Are you telling me? I am much powerful than
Allah couldn't keep this one?
I am powerful than Allah.
All the big ones. So then this is just a little one?
She's flexing and saying she's stronger than Allah.
Human form.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It's a figure of speech. I know you don't understand English. Go back and
I don't understand English. I don't understand English. Seriously? Your
Anthony, you need to get an education, man.
rhetoric is not commensurate with your bombast. How's that?
He doesn't know what those words mean. He doesn't know what those words mean. Why you flexing? Why you flexing on him, Anthony?
I don't either.
Look at this, guys. Say no to cousin marriage, guys. Say no to first cousin marriage. What is this? What is it?
For the prepubescent girl is pedophilia. Quran, Surah 65, verse 4, allows Muslim men to have sex with prepubescent girls. Muhammad, according to Sahih al-Bukhari 61:30, says that Muhammad had sex with a prepubescent girl. She hadn't reached puberty. He just condemned his own prophet and his own God.
He's not giving me the chance to. The Quran in Surah An-Nisa, in chapter 2, I'm giving you a reference right now.
Stop screaming. Stop screaming.
Don't interrupt me.
Oh, whoops. What was that?
In chapter 2, I'm giving you a reference right now.
Stop screaming. Stop screaming.
Don't interrupt me.
They call Muhammad like, they just spent all evening just lined up. And then they did nikah over there because they couldn't control their lustful desires. And then they turn up here and then they lie. That's like what Islam does.
No, Islam doesn't allow lying. So anyway, guys, so this went on for a little bit, and then it actually broke down into some better conversations eventually, where things calmed down and so on. And yep. Oh, this guy right here. Then he started running his mouth. This guy was annoying, man. The guy in the red. He was worse than the other.
You don't know how to read it. Shut up. Shut up.
Club Pyru. Club Pyru.
Shut up.
It takes me time Shut up. What a dork. Anyway.
Did she say smack him? Sounded like she said smack. Told him to smack him.
What is this here?
That was the guy that I walked by and he said, "Oh, I'll punch you in the face."
That's what I'm talking about. Guy's a dork and a loser, man.
The guy who thinks there's only one Quran is saying we don't know what we're talking about.
Oh yeah, that was another kind of takeaway. It's that they were still stuck on Dawa from like 20 years ago before. Yeah, so it was funny. The guys, there's only one Quran. There's only one. Hatun pulled out two different Arabic Qurans.
Well, and then they, at first, all of them are pretending like they know the Quran, they know Arabic and so forth. But then she pulls out two. None of them know. Then they got to go find somebody. He goes, "Oh, I'll read it." And so Hatun apparently has been around the block, right? Imagine that. She covers because it has both Arabic and English. I wouldn't have thought to do this. I'm asking him to. If I was asking somebody to read the Arabic, who's pretending they can, I would have just showed them the page. But she puts her hand over the English part and the guy kept saying, "Move your hand, move your hand." Right? He wanted to read the English and pretend like he was reading the Arabic, and she was having him do this because she wanted him to admit that there are two different words here, right? In these two different Qurans.
Plus, he didn't know Arabic, so he can read it, but he didn't know what it means. So
right.
I just wanted to point that out as well.
Yeah, pretty bad.
About the Quran. Not one of these guys reads Hebrew or Greek, and yet they're all talking about the Bible. And they don't spot the hypocrisy.
Oh, yeah. They started yelling that if you can't talk about the Quran unless you know Arabic and so on. It's like, you guys were just talking about the Bible. None of you speak Hebrew, Aramaic, or Greek, and so on. Anyway, that's where things got down here, and then it was started to calm down, and then later on was very calm. Anthony ended up talking to some guys for a while afterwards, but yep.
And Drake and Luke, yeah, there were several.
Yeah. It all broke up. Drake was over here, Luke was over there talking to a young guy, and I ended up talking to a guy who was
the Shia guy. Wasn't he a former Shia or coming out or something?
He was former Shia and former Sunni and stuff like that. I definitely don't want him on camera because he says he gets into trouble and so on. But he basically said that the Quran is pointing him towards worshiping Jesus, and that he's come to realize that. And he points out that but the Quran says Allah raised Jesus up to himself. And he's like, wait a minute, so here's where Muhammad's going to be, but Jesus is up above that with Allah. And so he's like, Muhammad's going to be down here, but he's going to be looking up at Allah and Jesus. And he just started looking into that. What was funny was he said, guys, it was actually interesting. So he starts talking to me, and he starts saying, hey, Hey, let me run some verses by you that I think are really interesting in the Quran. And these are some of the things that have been, pointing me towards Jesus and telling me I need to go to the previous scriptures. He goes, have you ever read Surah 10, verse 94? And he starts opening the Quran, and I go, and I quoted it to him, and he goes, whoa, you know that? Hey, how about this other one?
1643.
No, he goes, Surah 5, verse 47. I quoted that one to him. He goes, dude, do you know the whole Quran? And he starts going, and then he asked me about 543, and then he asked me about 568. And so I could quote all of those to him. Yeah. And then he's going, oh my goodness, you know the Quran way better than Muslim. Like these are like specific verses that I deal with a lot. And I said the real reason that I like like memorize these verses was because when I was having discussions with Nabil back in the day, and he would say the Bible's been corrupted, we had to go to textual criticism and comparing manuscripts and seeing, do you have you got textual variants, but do you have what you guys need? Do you have the kind of corruption you guys need? We're not talking about spelling differences and so on. But I mean, it's just, I didn't know back then. I didn't know, there's so many verses and you could put together a super solid case. So, yep. Wow. So guys, that was, there's still tons of footage to go through. If you guys want to, I can send the footage to anyone who wants to, any of you guys who want to make videos out of this, but there's a lot more, especially if we get some of the other clips where there was a lot of background noise, and that Thaddeus can actually remove that. So if you guys are thinking of a particular clip that you want to load on your channel or something like that, I can get that.
Definitely the Miss Swat clip for me.
Oh yeah. Was that recorded?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I'll check that out. All right, let's get these last super chat. We are also hitting, this is on the Sydney thing. We're also hitting the Sydney Ramadan feast markets, open air preach or street evangelism, or both.
Yeah, both perhaps. I mean, I guess it depends how many people are in your group. And, so part of the idea would be if somebody's preaching, there can be other people there to kind of, pull somebody, like maybe somebody's a heckler, maybe somebody's got a question or something, and you just kind of pull that person aside and start talking with them.
Yeah, giving out leaflets, and then having table where they can get some resources, questions, stuff. That
was the next comment right there. Print gospel pamphlets and distribute reaches more. Hey, those of you, Aussie Abe and so on, I've actually got, I've made pamphlets in the past. They're like one page front and back, and they fold up, trifold, you fold them up and so on. I can send you the files if you want to print some up, but I have them on like the Islamic dilemma and stuff like that. Was Muhammad a true prophet? The Islamic dilemma and so on. That would be the Islamic dilemma if you're doing, street preaching and stuff. That's really good. That's really good. And that should be every time. Hey, you saw Drake. Hey, do you know your Quran tells me to judge by the gospel and so on? That's very important. Your average Muslim, after all the stuff we've done, your average Muslim walking on the street still doesn't know this stuff. So guess what? That's one of the points of street evangelism and street preaching and things like that, is you are actually talking to people that maybe don't know any of this stuff and so on. I mean, just imagine like all these Ramadan events and all these Ramadan things. Just imagine if there are Christians out there who learn the Islamic dilemma and are out there handing pamphlets out on it and preaching. You can reach a bunch of people who might not have seen our videos and so on. So funny thing is, when Jesus got slapped, he rebuked the man that did it, and the man did it no more. The real Ramadan fast is from truth and civility. We're fasting from truth and civility. God bless you, Hatun. I love brave, badass women. I normally wouldn't say that word, but it is accurate. So, shaitan is in their nose. Time to wash it. Yeah, according to Muhammad, yeah. If you wore a pigskin jacket, could they touch you? Yes, sadly, they might. And that's why everyone needs a Islamic dilemma onesie to wear. That is your only real solid defense. All right, guys. Closing thoughts on everything?
My closing thought is, Warner, bring it. Bring it.
And I second that.
I'd like to see that lawsuit.
Yeah. Warner. We want all three. One, we want you to sue us so we crush you in court. Anthony would like to debate you. He would like to crush you in debate. And Drake has invited you into the ring to prove that even though you have no clue what you're talking about legally and you sound like an idiot, and even though you have no clue what you're talking about as far as debate goes and you sound like an idiot, at least you would have a chance to show that you're strong. But I don't think it would last very long.
I think
Also, I would.
He'd have to lay off the food.
Yeah, he would have. I'll wait till after Ramadan. I will do that for him.
He'll be in a higher weight class after Ramadan.
Right. I'll give him some time after Ramadan to lose some weight and go back to one prayer mat instead of the double wide. And I would also if I won that match, I would also accept the match with Muhammad Hijab as well. So, and these aren't little guys either. Right?
Nope. These are the biggest of the biggest. These are the two biggest Muslims on the planet.
These are the biggest Muslims on the planet. And listen, I'm not saying I'll win, but I think I got a good chance.
And if they're able to go through you, then they can come try and take a shot at the title.
That's right. That's right. That long beard, all that hikmah.
I got. No, I'm kidding.
Hatun, final thoughts on anything? Any takeaways for everybody?
I think the watcher needs to lose some weight. He needs to.
The watcher needs Weight Watchers.
He needs to use sunglasses.
Guys, hang on. I just, in Watcher's defense, his weight is the least of his problems.
I know, but it's fun. It's
the least of that dude's problems. I'll take it up the butt. I'll take it up the butt. Smashing hose. I'm going to stay high all day. I'll stay high all day.
Well,
and I sound like a complete idiot. And I thug out on everybody. Yeah, it's like.
Yeah, when I think about it, though, a lot of these things are connected. The weed gives him the munchies, which makes him hungry and makes him feel real big. And then he wants to feel better about himself, so he goes and mistreats women. I think they're all connected.
That is true. All right, Hatun, I'm sorry that Anthony interrupted what you were saying, but go ahead.
So the reason I suggested that is because if it goes like this and he's involved with transgender individuals, very soon he's going to walk around with bra, and it is not going to be eyes pleasing to anyone. So, and that's not funny. That is very, very serious. So, if he doesn't do anything about it, now we have to wear glasses very soon, or we will be blinded. So, anyway, what I learned is if Ramadan is the time that Muslims are coming close to Allah and when it put in practice, what happened in Times Square is the fruit of it. I want to express I really hate Islam, and just makes me to hate Islam more and more and more, because the fruit we saw in Times Square, the way they beg the police to make sure we don't use our freedom, the way they engage with one another, as well as the way they engage with non-Muslims, is like worse than ugly. And once kind of I hear what are they doing behind the doors, in the pubs, in the bars, all those kind of things, the way they engage with one another, that is still ugly. So Ramadan is dangerous. Islam is dangerous. Basic principle is stay away from it. Stay away from it.
Good principle. Someone should come up with a catchphrase that's like, stay away from Islam. That'd be pretty good. All right, guys. Oh, wait, there was a couple There were a couple last second super chats there. No comment there, but thank you. And then your brother in Christ, that's Eric, said Muhammad had to ask forgiveness. This is on the issue of Muhammad. Muhammad had to ask forgiveness for using the bathroom. Jami at Termity number 7. Yep, he would. That's when he would go to the bathroom and he would leave the bathroom and ask Allah for forgiveness.
I thought he overtrusted a fart or something.
Don't know. Did you find out why he thought Malik was Mossad? I mean, he may be right. I mean, he may be right about that. I mean, come on. I mean, you have a pretty solid case for that. All right. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. And I continue to hold my position that this is going to be the best Ramadan ever. These are fun times. Favorite month of the year. It's awesome. All right. Catch y'all next time.